and welcome everybody to another awesome episode of Xbox International Podcast. We are now on episode 86. Wait, what were we in episode 86 last week? I'm kind of lost now. Man,
Honestly, I think it's 85. I made a mistake. It's
I
not
made a mistake.
86.
85.
Our first episode here.
What? Oh man, Sourblow, I
You can
kind
just
of
start from one going forward now if you want.
But anyways,
Let's reset.
we are in episode 8/5/6. I don't know which one it is, but yes, we're gonna have some crazy fun. And let us start off by introducing. Here we go, the king of Halo, the man who played Kung Fu from NES to the death, the man who does not like to be scared. See, how are you doing today, sir? And thank you for
Oh,
joining us on this episode of Xbox International Podcast.
oh man, bro, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here. This is very very dope. I'm like I don't know, I feel this energy. It's different. You know what I'm saying? You got the intro. You're like you wired me up, man. I don't know. I'm ready. Just no spooky stuff. That's all. Outside of that, we're good.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna get spooky tonight. I'm telling you.
Oh, man.
Real spooky. Oh man, and now introducing. She has over 2,000 hours in Animal Crossing and likes to beat up the raccoon with a frying pan. As a parent, she hates picking favorites. Her favorite cereal, Captain Crunch Doodle. How are you doing today? And thank you for joining us on this
I'm
very
doing
awesome episode.
fantastic. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you for having me here. Just happy to be here, hanging out with you guys. Mi gente. Let's go.
All right.
Nice.
Now, you know what? We need to get them Fritos con salami. We need to get that sancocho. We need to get arroz con coco. Oh, man. I want
Let's
some arroz
go.
con coco. Yeah. Arroz con coco.
Yes.
Frito maduro. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
We're
Yeah.
here.
And speaking about Frito Maduro, the man that has a head that looks like a frito,
What?
Mr. Silent Cypher. How are you doing today, sir?
What was that?
Look
What
for it.
was that?
If you see a frito, it shines like your head.
Okay. All right.
No.
Fine. I don't believe you, but we'll see. Crazy.
That was a bad joke. I know. Sorry about that.
I'm doing okay. It's good to see you guys. See Money, Doodle. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us.
Thank you for having us.
Please forgive Louis. He had an Arrested Development and didn't grow past the age of 10, so he's still a little unique, but he means well. He means well.
Oh man,
As long as he means well.
Yes.
y'all are so mean to me.
That was a compliment, sir.
You think so?
It was a compliment.
That's a good
I
thing.
get that.
I'll take it as a compliment. But anyway, speaking about me, the man who is always sour and has a new hairstyle look like an older Lionel Richie. What's up, Sourblow? How are you doing today, sir?
Hello, how is everyone? Excited to have two awesome guests. And yes,
Thank
finally
you.
found a barber near me because I've been looking for one for a while. But I've been
Nice.
doing great. How about you guys? How about you,
Sour.
Crazy?
So
Me?
when you were trying to find that barber, were you walking down the streets going, "Hello"?
Is it me? Or is it tears in your eyes? Oh, man. Go on.
Sorry. Continue.
But that was really good. That was really good.
Anyways, I'm doing fantastic. Just super happy that we have C Money here and Doodle joining us on this cool episode. I mean, hey, they're Dominicans like us. They like sancocho, like I mentioned before, and all that Dominican stuff. That is awesome. Presidente beer and Brugal. Oh man, freaking
I did not know
Hey,
that. I
actually
didn't know
half.
they were Dominican.
She's Dominican.
yeah. Oh
I'm
what?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, Boricua. Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, hacho nene. Yeah. But anyways, let's jump to what have you all been playing? Let's start with you, C Money. What have you been playing, sir?
Ooh, well, Starfield. Starfield is still my love. Um, I keep flirting with the idea of trying to actually start the main story, but then I get sidetracked and I do something else. And it's like, how could I? And then it's like I have all this contraband on me. I'm like, how can I have to do all these contraband missions? I can't just be flying around with this stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty locked in on Starfield, but we have dabbled. We have dabbled, right? So I have played some Forza Motorsport, which is beautiful, stunning, and feels amazing.
Yeah, it
And
does.
I played that on the PC. I played it on the Xbox. I played it on the handheld. All beautiful. So grade A. Then we played some Redfall with the update, and I gotta tell you, it brought me back real quick. Now I wasn't part of the initial group of people who hated that game. I thought it was good. It entertained me. I did not finish it, but I was it's just because other stuff came up. But I was definitely enjoying it. But this 60 frames patch, we started playing. Like Doodle had the remote, and I was like, let me get a chance to play. And then it was like I didn't want to stop. Like I was just caught up. It was so good. So yeah, Redfall, Redfall is something special. Then we played some AC Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Mm,
I I was a big fan of the switch to like Origins and then Odyssey and then Valhalla. Like I love those games. But I gotta tell you, man, going back to like that original style, like stealth and actually assassinating people, yeah, man, that's just great. Oh man, I don't know if I can say. Can I say that here or no?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. You can, yeah,
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great, man. I'm loving it. But that's what I've been playing. But all those other games, those are just like little samples of stuff. Like Starfield's still my baby for
Awesome,
sure.
awesome,
Right.
awesome, 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 awesome. How about you, Doodle? Tell us what you have been playing.
Well, C Money kind of took everything up. He's like, well, we've played and went over everything. So I'm going to talk about the one he forgot, Mortal Kombat. We were
Ooh,
whooping ass. I loved it. I love how they're integrating the story and the fighting because, you can only battle each other so many times. You can only go at it in that direction so much. And so being able to like have the story and then softly going ahead and getting into fights here and there, it was really, really good. Not to mention that you really get to understand the characters and kind of their story a little bit better. Rather than searching for it, it's just there for you to play it through. Assassin's Creed again. Oh my gosh, I love that type of Assassin's Creed. I am so happy I'm back in that. That's where it's at for me. But a little bit of Forza again. That you feel the texture of the road. It's really, really well made. They never miss with Forza though. So I mean, I was expecting it to be amazing, and it delivered. It delivered.
But Twitter said it's blurry.
Nah, 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 nah. That's what they said. They said that Assassin's Creed Mirage looks better than Forza. They said that. They really did.
that makes no sense to me.
Exactly.
I don't know what they're smoking. Like I don't know
Uh,
A
how.
good crack.
Like how do you? Like,
I'm
we've
just
been late,
saying,
bro.
what are they on? Are we looking at the same things? Are we playing the same things? It's crazy. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on things they've never even tried. And so you have to take it with a grain of salt, kind of like how the ponies are out here talking about Xbox games that they've never even touched. So it's kind of like you got to check your source.
Facts.
Yeah. Because here's the thing, though, right? We all know what Ubisoft did last generation. I mean, I can mention two games that they showed a cool trailer, which was, oh my God, I forgot the names now. Oh, Watch Dogs.
Watch
And,
Dogs,
what was the other one? The
Division.
Division. Yeah, you remember those
The
two
Division.
trailers? How amazing they were. When you saw the game, you're like, what the heck am I looking at? What the hell is this? I mean, seriously, okay. But when they said that, I was like, well, I think this guy is kind of lost. But okay, we'll take that. If he's happy with that, then let him be happy. Anyways,
Yeah.
Captain, what have you been playing, sir?
Oh man, I've been playing a handful of things here and there in the midst of being sick. I also got some Assassin's Creed Mirage time in. I think I got about
Nice.
10 to 12 hours in on Forza Motorsport, which has been
Nice.
really good so far. I echo your guys' comments very much so, right? Like there's a weight behind those cars when you're moving now that it feels like maybe there wasn't in the past, and it feels like you're moving with more purpose, and it feels more responsive in general,
Absolutely.
which has been great. Besides that, I dipped my toe back into the Remedy universe, and I've been playing a metric ton of Control. Never went back all the way through the remaster of that when they brought out the Series X and I think the PS5 upgrade. And so I've been working through that, getting some of the side missions done. There are some things I had just never even gotten to in my first two playthroughs, and it's
Nice.
good. It's good, man. Like I forget about some of the storytelling that they have in there and some of the ways that they weave together their universe, and it's got me super excited for the fact that Alan Wake 2 is coming out at the end of this month. That
Yes.
that's going to
Facts.
be a game that I'm going to, invest some serious time into, and I cannot wait. Speaking of, scary experiences, right? That thing, and
That's the
if
type of
art
scary I can
towards
rock with, though.
horror, that looks good. That looks good. I look forward to seeing. Hopefully, this game will get more attention than maybe the original Alan Wake did, or like Quantum Break, and we'll see much more support. Remedy has done a really good job at building themselves up into quite a competitor at this point, and I think this could be a real good tipping point for them in regards to the actual considered double A or triple A type of development.
All right, all right.
Absolutely.
But that's it.
How about you, Sal? What have you been playing, sir?
Oh, honestly, well, before I say what I've been playing, I just want to give a quick shout out to RetroCon. I was there this weekend here in Syracuse, and it was a
Nice.
very good event. There was a lot of things going on, a lot of cool people there that I met. So yeah, but I've been playing Starfield just like C Money. I did
Good
jump
man.
into the main quest, and I've been doing more of the main quest because as I have progressed doing a bunch of like side mission, I noticed that one, you don't advance at the beginning as much as when you're doing like the main quest, and then
Hmm.
there's certain things that you can't really do without doing the main quest first, or that at least the main quest kind of help you guide through there. And then I was also told that you kind of, for the new game plus, you kind of reset everything except maybe the skills. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish it because I know I'm just gonna keep playing for a while. That game, I know I'm gonna play a lot of hours. So I just decided I'm gonna beat it to then continue. But I have done a bunch of side quests, and the side quests they feel like they feel
Feel
like
like
a
their own
game of
games,
their
bro.
own. Yeah, it's insane.
It's like
Facts.
7 hours just of one side quest. That's crazy. Pretty much seven,
No,
eight hours.
they go on and they're
Yeah,
not like they're entertaining, dude. Like you just get swept up on it. I'm afraid to start it because I feel like if I start the main quest, my problem is if I roll credits, something about rolling credits tells me, all right,
It's
you're done,
over.
move on. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it's like I don't want to let go, so I don't want to put myself in that situation where you get caught up in like an engrossing storyline. I'm like, I got to see this through, and then it rolls credits. I'm like, no, like I don't know if I'll do New Game Plus. Apparently, it's like amazing, but I rarely, like
I,
ever in life,
I
do
think
I ever double back on the game.
for this one, even though I have not beat it, but I'm far enough where I kind of know how they're gonna do it. Where
Mm,
I think the way they're gonna do it, maybe I'm wrong, but the way they're gonna do it, I think it's gonna make sense to continue to do it. So
mm.
I'm just gonna say that, but
Maybe I just
yeah,
skip the cutscene. You know what I'm saying? Like skip the credits. Like they do the credits. I'm like, nah, skip it.
Pretend it never
And
happened.
pretend, just close my
pretend it never
eyes.
happened. but
That
this game does have something that you go to do something, whatever you go to do, whether it's a main quest or a side quest, but then you bump into something else that distracts you, and then you go do
Yes.
that, and then that something it's amazing. Like the
And that's the
hours,
beauty of the
yeah,
game. I feel like you can take it however you want and take that direction, and everyone has a unique experience, you know? It's like your take on the game. It's for you.
yes.
Dude, I killed somebody in a mission, like that was part of a story, but I didn't have to kill him, but I killed him. And then like mad hours later, like at least I don't know, at least 20 hours later, I went into space and this other spaceship like hailed me, and it was like saying, "Hey, there's a bounty on your head for this guy that you like." I forgot his name, but they like named the guy, and they're like, "You killed him, and they paying us a lot of money to kill you."
Oh,
Like, well,
yeah,
let's do it then, bitch. It went down.
yeah.
It went down, and let's just say I ain't the one that got. All right, that's all I'm
That's my
saying.
baby. See, you got to do it. You
So
got to handle yours. You know what I
somebody's
mean?
gonna have to come and revenge his ass. All right, that's how he rolls in this hood.
Now there's a lot more money out there for your head now, see.
Listen. Oh, and I got the money when I killed him, blew it up. The credits were in
They,
there.
they were
Ooh,
in
I
there.
got all that money.
You
It was
took
a
all his
beautiful
shit.
event. It was great. It was beautiful.
You gotta.
There was this one
You gotta go in
mission,
there like a gangster, you know, and own it.
That's right. Go ahead,
definitely.
Sarah.
Oh, I was just gonna say there was one mission from this guy that to he wanted me to kind of like destroy some evidence of something sketchy he did.
Okay.
So when I went, I found the evidence, and then I destroyed everything else, and then I got the credits from him. But then I turned him in with the evidence, and he went
Nice.
to jail. And then later down the line, there was a quest that was with him, and they told me, "Oh no, we can't do this and that because so and so is in jail." I was
Oh,
like, "Oh
dang.
my god, that's incredible!"
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Wait,
awesome.
you give us a
yeah,
spoiler. Spoiler sour.
Listen, you never. The chances of you actually finding that mission
yeah.
are so slim. It's
Oh,
crazy. Like all these side missions, there's so many of them. Ah,
Anytime I take time to go ahead and play, I get caught up with like the taking pictures and having my character pose around. And it's like I spend like hours in there and I'm like, what the hell? You know?
Yeah.
It's one of
Yeah.
those games that you can definitely go ahead and just get lost in it and play like all day.
yep.
facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
man.
about you, Crazy? What you been playing?
Oh my God, I've been everywhere this weekend. I mean, I've been playing house flipping, which basically I'm doing real life house flipping. I'm finishing up that damn kitchen, which is really getting me freaking tired. I was going to say another word, but yes, I'm tired of that shit. I want to get it done. Please be done by this Friday. I've been 2 months eating out. I want to eat home cooked food, for God's sakes.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
man.
coming. You're gonna
Oh,
get through it. All right.
I wish, man. But each day it just goes longer. I just gave up. But anyways, that's what I've been playing. I've also been playing. What else have I been playing? I've played Starfield. I've been playing Liza P. And man, oh man, and this is Silence Fall. I've been hooked up on Power Wash.
I saw you tweet about Power Wash. I was
Yeah,
like,
and
You're
man,
welcome.
Power Wash. Let me
so it's
tell
all
you
about the
something.
chores. It's
Let me
like
tell you something.
chores in real life and in games.
Yep.
You better believe it.
But let me tell you all something though.
He owns it too. He's like, that's right. That's how I do.
I
This
will
is
hold that OCD down.
But hey, I got something I gotta say though. That power wash man is a badass. He is a badass man. I mean, that guy, he can pick a schofield like it was nothing, place it like it was nothing. I mean, this huge schofield, he picks it up like it's nothing. He can jump off buildings, not get hurt. Yeah, I mean, seriously, he can. I bet you that if we get Master Chief in there and the Doom guy, he can beat them up both. That's how tough that
Yeah,
power wash
Damn.
guy is. I'm telling
Well,
you.
the
that's
difference
tough.
is
What?
the one that we're playing right now is in his 20s, And so they're going to release a sequel that'll be you in your like 40s or 50s. And so when you jump off of that shed, you're going to get, like a sprain, or you're going to pull a hammy or something. So
Oh man, I'm
don't worry,
telling
it's
you,
coming.
that guy's tough.
That's
That guy's tough.
hilarious.
But that's what I've been playing, guys. And anyways, let me pass it on to Sourblow so we can get the show rocking. Sour, go ahead with the security screening, brother.
All right, all right. Let's start with the security screening. So, if you guys don't know, we theme our podcast around a flight. So before you guys could get on the flight, we have to do some security screening. So we got
Oh, damn.
couple questions
Nice.
for you guys, but they're kind of easy question for you guys. You guys are hardcore gamers. Um, but
You didn't bring anything illegal, right, babe?
Oh no,
Okay.
Wait, what?
no contraband.
no contraband.
he kind of said earlier he was contraband.
Brandon,
So.
yeah.
I always with contraband, but not this flight. I'm keeping it low key.
All right. Well, the first question, it's hypothetical. Well, both of them are actually. And let's say Constellation has chosen you to pick 3 games that will go into space as a mean of introducing life to other forms. What 3 games would you choose and why? Let's start with you, C Money.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's gonna be easy for me because Halo is my love. So we're gonna send Halo 1, but the upgraded version. Which, by the way, we need a real upgraded version now. It's been enough time. Okay, I want the Series X treatment, but that one. And then I have to say, Starfield would be the game to send up because, hell, that is amazing. And the third game, there's so many directions that we can go. But I think in this world, I want to just make believe that there's only shooters and RPGs and combos of them. So Cyberpunk 2077 will be the
Damn.
third game that I send. And with those 3 games, I mean, you're pretty much set for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even need to play anything else. Money. You're
Real
good.
good. Oh wow.
Poor aliens, man. Every time everybody says Halo, I just imagine those aliens be like, "Oh my God, they are killers. They're gonna come kill us now."
That's part of they're intimidating them.
Oh yeah, we're keeping them in check. Be like, look at what we do to you here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you stay there and you have no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Doodle, what would be your choices for the 3
I'm
games
gonna
you
have
sent out?
I'm gonna have to go with Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
I like, even though I like the sneaking around, I don't follow the rules and I lay everybody out. Um, and
Any
then I gotta
specific one
go
you would choose?
say that again.
Any specific Assassin's Creed?
Oh, I'm digging Mirage right now. I feel like this is where it's at. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the new one. Why not? And then I would for sure go in with Fortnite.
Oh,
That's a
Oh,
feel good. Go
that
whoop
is a
some
feel good.
ass, dance around it. You know what I'm saying? You get somebody and then you dance around their body. So gotta do that. And damn, can I think I'm gonna obviously Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's my stuff
I thought
right
you were
there.
gonna play your game.
2,000 hours I've spent, over 2,000 hours playing that game. So it's
nice.
got to come with me.
Yeah, those are some great choices you guys got. Definitely. Some of them we haven't even heard yet, like in the as answers.
Oh, that's Doodle. That's our girl. she brings it. She ain't messing around.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump into the next question, and the next question is also a hypothetical question. And let's say you're in the flight, and you decide to sleep for the duration of the flight. But when you wake up, next to you, is a person like is your gaming icon sitting right
Oh.
next to you. First of all, like who would that gaming icon be? And then the second question is, well, it's more of not a question, more of like you have 2 to 3 minutes to introduce yourself to that person. What would you say? I want to start with Doodle this time.
Damn. Well, Money, take this one for a minute because I know which one your icon is going to be. All right. I know where you're going with this, but I got some thinking to do.
All right, let's go to Simon.
All right, I'll go. So it's gonna be. Well, now you got me confused. Are you saying icon like characters?
No, like
Like
a
like a
person. Like
human?
it could be Phil Spencer. It could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Anyway. Yeah.
Let me see. I would say the most interesting person that I would want to meet right now in gaming would 100% be Phil Spencer. And I would tell him that, listen, I'm super trustworthy. Okay. So what I'm going to say is that I could end your life right now if you don't tell me everything that's to come, okay? Because I want to make sure this goes down. So he needs to understand. I'm gonna let him know that I have a knife in my shoe, and I'm just gonna pop it
Take
underneath
it.
his chin if he doesn't come through with everything.
Yeah,
No, I want to
wait.
know. I feel like we will be
Hold on.
friends on the
That
plane.
gotta be
after
fine.
that.
not after that, Money.
But you have the FTC. You don't need to get anything else. I mean, there's anything else.
How do you get
No,
that
I
past
would
the
want to
screening?
know. I would want to know his plans for what is his long-term plans? Like, what are his goals that we don't know yet? I want to know. I just want to see the future. I want him to reveal it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like a genie, but that I threaten. You know what I'm saying? Just in case, because I can't take any risk. I need
It's
it
a
to
little
happen.
loco, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know when I'm ever going to wake up and have Phil Spencer next to me again, so I can't risk him like running away politely. You know what I'm saying? Pause. All right, I saw the faces. All right, that's not what I was talking about. This was your question. This is not mine.
Oh wow, this
is a setup.
This
This is a
is
setup.
wild. This is the first time this happened to me. The first time this question been answered is so violently.
Well, now you gotta remember this shit.
Oh man.
Dude,
Nah,
I hope,
his answer's gonna be whack.
All
I'm
I
gonna
know
wake
is
up and talk. You're gonna be like, "What? You're not gonna
all I
stab
know
him?"
is
Nah.
next time I'll be chatting. I'll be in the chat of their show. I won't talk about food. I don't know. I'm kidding.
So I
that's-
thought you were talking about a video game character, so I figured Money was going to go with Master Chief. But I feel like obviously Phil Spencer is the right answer right now. I will probably play it smooth and, try to get a job with Big Daddy. But the better answer would be Jim Ryan and toss him off the plane. I feel like I'll be a superhero after that. You know what I'm saying?
Assassination.
I feel like
That's my girl.
that'll get me my street creds. Toss his ass off the plane.
That's
I'll
my
be
girl right there.
startled as hell. Can you imagine waking up and seeing Jim Ryan's face?
Especially if he's just staring at you. Like
Damn, boy.
you know that if you were sitting next to him, he would just be staring at you. And then
Seriously.
I think that at that point, I would come from the other side and stab him before
And then I'll toss
you
him.
toss
I get
him
the
off.
toss. I'll toss his ass off the plane.
This guy violent.
And you get it on video. Right
And
there.
when we
This guy
say stab,
violent.
obviously we mean with love.
Oh,
Yes,
love?
yes.
What?
Sure.
I don't
Vicious
want that kind
love.
of love. No.
all right, yeah.
I was talking about machete. I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. That's how we roll. But all right, we'll hug it out with Jimmy Jim.
all right. You guys were making me sweat here because I'm in charge of the security. And I'm like, how am I gonna let these guys pass now?
Oh god.
All right. Well, let's start this flight. Let's go to our captain.
You're
and,
letting us on the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say
Damn.
anything. Don't.
You're making the
Look
plane
at the
lighter.
captain. He has arrived.
Let's go.
Look
This
at the
is
lights
awesome.
and everything. I'm digging this.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sour's turned on that subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please stow your food and beverages next to your desk, underneath your seat, or in front of you. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. Also, make sure you've hit that notification bell. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking on this flight are not prohibited. However, trying to justify the new PS5 Slim revision acting like it's a worthwhile investment or a value to the customer is strictly prohibited. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh
That was dope.
man!
That was
Let me
That
dope.
go.
was awesome.
Yep.
That was high
At,
quality entertainment right there.
at least it did
It
not.
was.
At least it wasn't at me. Thank God. It's always picking on me.
it's always Lou.
It's always me. It's always me. But anyways, let me do a quick shout out to the chat. Let me go right through it before we start the show. Sappho, what's up, Sappho? It's Timmy, Malcolm, Lex. Hello, hello, hello. Dron, TJ, how are you doing, Dron, TJ? Hope everything is awesome. Talos, the man with the ray. Let's keep going now. Oh, let me see. Oh, Mr. Dark. Hello, hello, hello. Going down this awesome list. Let's see who else is here. Let me see. Oh man, this chat has been rocking and rolling. It's so long. Obi Rose Kenobi, what's up, Obi Rose? Hey, Obi Rose, I'm gonna get Mortal Kombat soon so I can whip your ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna whip your ass with Johnny Cage. You'll see, you'll see. Eternal, Shaddai, mi otro hermano Puerto Rico. How are you doing, Eternal? Hope everything is awesome with you, brother. Keep going down this awesome list. Oh, Sanchez Martinez gave me what's up, Sanchez Martinez. Let me see what else. Who else is here? Ray Chi, what's up, Ray Chi? Hope everything is awesome. Aramis Guzman. Hello, Aramis Guzman. Who the heck is Aramis Guzman? Because it's mi hermano el loco Luis. Is that Olivo? Olivo! I hope it is, so I can say what's up to him. Let me see, going down this list. Who else is here? Victor Click Familia. What's up, Victor Click? Awesome to see here. Oh, Doom Reaper, what's up, Doom Reaper? How are you? Oh, Doom Cutie is here too in the house. What's up, Doom Cutie? RSJ fan, Becca, how are you doing? Hope everything is awesome. And now, who should I pitch it to? To you, Captain, or should I pitch it to Sour? I don't know. Let's pitch it to the Captain. Captain, take it away. Let's enjoy this flight.
I think Sour is probably going to have to help me on this one because
You're-
the flight has caused me some nausea. So Sour, can you help me out with this?
I'll help you. I know you were sick. You were sick this week. All right. Well, taking over, taking over as the co-pilot. Let's start with some small news, real quick. Kind of like as a rapid news. The first thing we got, Joe. I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but I don't really care about him. So, Joe Riccitiello, the president and
Riccitiello?
CEO of
Riccitiello.
Unity,
Yeah.
retired.
He's like, that is not his name.
Man, y'all killing people, killing names now. You don't want to, you don't even like the guy too. What's going on? With the show? We're getting violent tonight. Jesus.
Who likes him? Anyway,
That's true.
he retired, just like Jim
That
Ryan.
Jim Ryan, Jim Ryan
Yeah.
retired.
Jim Bryan, Jim Bryan, that's
He
a good
retired.
Jim Bryan.
And
That's hilarious.
so after creating one of the biggest video game industry backlashes, at least since I've been doing this. Oh wow, this article it's hilarious. It said after I've been doing this shit, Unity CEO is retiring from the entire company. So this actually is from Windows Central. Yeah, this article is from Windows Central. So I just wanted to ask you guys quickly, because we have talked about this topic in the past, before he retired. But what do you guys think about what he did, and was he rightfully retired? Let's start with you, Money.
Yeah, nah, that was crazy. We talked about it on our show a couple times because, God, what a asinine situation. Like, you have like essentially one of the most beloved like engines, right? The platforms of Unity, like
Yeah.
the indie darling, like everybody loves you guys, and then you just find a way to, in one swift move, destroy any little ounce of like joy that your community had in their hearts for you. Like, they are gone, bro. Like, I don't think they're saving this. I think unless Unity starts coming out of their pocket to like money hack games, and like give developers some sweetheart deals like, oh, you don't have to pay us till this time or something like that. Honestly, I don't see how they recover. Getting rid of this guy is obviously them trying to like be I kind of guess it shows their desperateness, right? Like they see that it's almost irreparable at this point. And they have one shot to get rid of this guy and see if it can't just be this. They have to give us another announcement with like positive changes. I know they walked it a lot back and they did this choice thing now, but they have to either to us or to the developers privately through their backend channels, they need to offer some type of olive branch, like some type of goodwill gesture. Like, hey, the next engine, the first whatever will delay how long it starts or whatever. Something has to come from this to make up for it, because this was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. They pretty much just jimmied it. You know what I'm saying? Like they jimmied it real good.
They broke trust though. Like how do you fix that, with your consumers? And this is damage control. That's what they're trying to do by letting him go. I don't think he retired. There's a lot of retired nonsense going around this year. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like all the crazies are coming to the surface.
They are.
And we need to straitjacket their asses and get them out. I don't know how deep this goes though with them. And I don't know that it will suffice by just getting him out. And again, like make it rough. Like be like, listen, he was acting out and we gave him the boot. He has to go. Cut out this polite retirement nonsense, because we will receive it a lot better if we say, okay, he was acting Cocoa Puffs. You guys had enough of his ass. You let him go. You don't want him there. You don't want him there anymore making decisions. And so then we can say, okay, I see what you did there. Maybe I can trust you a little bit now. But I think the way they go about it, trying to keep it so clean, in making us feel like, okay, well, that's enough. It's not enough. It's not enough anymore.
He needed public shaming.
Yes.
I get it. Yeah, that's the way you make good. You say, you look at everybody and you say, listen, the board has decided that he made a horrible decision when being the sole person to approve this horrible thing that we came out here as a message to you guys.
Off with his head.
And we're getting rid of him.
Grab him by the
He
hair.
is fired. He's not retiring. He's not stepping down. He's being thrown down the stairs with his arms tied behind his back so he can't break his fall. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a way you make me as a Unity developer.
All right, maybe I trust you now.
I say, I see what you just did there. You went to bat for me, so now I'll stay with you.
Exactly.
Synergy. I like
now
it.
we're friends. That's friendship.
That's friendship.
That's how you unite.
To be clear, that's not what happened. They bitched out and they just let him step down in retirement or whatever nonsense they did.
Retirement, where they continue to make all their money. Like really freaking shame his ass.
So it's not enough is the answer.
That's the new word I call it. Retiring time. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. Retiring. Go ahead, retire. Who the hell leaves in the middle of a project? Seriously, I was talking about that with Jim Ryan. I mean, hell, in mid project? Oh, I am retiring because I cannot fly plane.
Oh, here we go.
Is he Russian?
Here we go with the broken ass.
Okay, I apologize to our guests because unfortunately, Crazy Louie, when he does this, he either sounds like he's Middle Eastern or Russian, and it is wildly timeout worthy. Sour.
I can speak English. Would you like some? There you go. I got my English in. I've been practicing. I'm getting there.
Sure, Crazy.
That's to be fair, I don't think Jim Ryan spoke pretty good English anyway, because I felt like I barely understood what my man was saying. So maybe he was Russian and he was just putting an English accent behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, the thing about it, it's like he was almost at 30 years. Who the heck turns around and says, you know what? I'm almost there. This is when I'm out. They took him out like they took out the trash that day.
They had to.
In a bag by the janitor.
he was getting messy. Same thing with this guy. I mean, installing games and charging the. Oh my god! When I read that, I was like, this guy is just off the hook. So
Crazy. You're
glad
in
that
timeout. You're not supposed to. So I'm
what?
just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh, hey. What, you put my
But
I'm back in my jail cell. Oh man!
but
Hey, and
I
with
do.
the,
Oh yeah.
and with
Yeah.
the wall paintings, it looks real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a
Holy
prison.
dude, that
Holy
works
crap!
perfect.
Yeah.
I
But
have a
anyway,
fun jail here if you put me in there.
I do
Have
agree with you guys.
arcades, I'll be fine.
But anyways, before we continue, let me go right quick to this
Oh
$10
yeah.
super chat from Mr. Dark. He says, "Imagine being MJ and retiring before getting in the what in the his ring."
In
Okay.
his no, getting his ring.
Getting his ring.
Michael
Oh,
Jordan before
Crazy
getting
knows
his
doesn't
ring.
know
all right.
sports.
Wait, no, but
Or
I,
English.
I think he's talking about MJ the wrestler. Isn't MJ the wrestler?
No,
Oh,
MJ.
MJ, the
he's talking about
basketball
Michael
player.
Jordan.
Michael
Oh my
Jordan.
god.
Michael
Oh.
Jordan from the
No.
Chicago
Dribble,
Bulls.
dribble, dribble.
Yeah, I know who
Crazy,
Michael Jordan
crazy.
is. Yeah,
Come close, crazy.
Well, I know
Crazy,
who Michael
crazy.
Jordan is.
Come close. Come
He's
close.
Red Jordan. He jumped from
Dark was
half
talking
court
about
to
Michael
dunk.
J. Fox.
Oh, okay.
Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox is the man. Yeah, he made a good
Continue.
movie. What was that movie? What was it? Michael J. What was it? Man, that guy. Was it
Anyways,
that
Michael
Future-
Jordan.
Anyways.
Okay, but anyways, Jim he didn't. He says Jim he didn't retire. Here is a toothpick. Kickstand Ryan. Also, shout to my XBI brothers and shout to C Money and Doodle. All right, thank you, Dark.
Oh,
for that
thank you,
amazing
love.
AD.
$10 super chat.
Thank you,
Please
sir.
continue,
Thank you, sir.
Captain. Or
All
Fowler.
right, I'm gonna move to the next rapid topic, which is Disney executive reportedly want to become a gaming giant, and they were suggested to purchase EA games. What are you guys? Well, let's start with Doodle. Doodle, what was your impression about this? If you heard of it, and what do you think about Disney possibly owning a EA game?
So we want them to own EA so they can ruin it. We know their track records when it comes to making games. I say, Disney, stay the hell out of here. We don't want your games. You tried it with Disney Infinity. That was a mess. Oh my gosh. All the figurines, all that stuff just thrown in the trash. Kind of like, those statues that they made for PlayStation that got beat
Statues?
down. Like, throw them in the trash. That's pretty much what happened. That new game that they have going on, I bought it for the kiddos. Trash. Let's leave Disney out of this. I feel like they will just go ahead and drain the life out of anything that they take when it comes to video games. They're not there yet.
Yeah, just share the IP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give the IP away.
Yeah.
Let people make it. Don't try to own the game company and do all your weird shit with it. Just keep it separate.
And that's the problem that they have. It's like this greed. Just lend out your characters. Let someone that knows how to do this go ahead and work on it. Let them make the freaking games. Just collect your check, bro. This is not your thing. Go to make movies and your cartoons. Whatever it is you got going on.
See, what you have anything else to add on
Yeah,
Disney?
I mean, EA and Disney, I don't think that's a match that we want. You know what I'm saying? I think we've already seen them get an exclusive deal with Disney and they pretty much shit the bed with it. Does can they make good games? Yes. I feel like EA shouldn't have shit exclusive that they didn't create themselves. Like if they didn't come up with it on their own, they should have it. Like Madden, come on, man. God damn it. Why do they have to have the Madden like the NFL license? Let's let other studios do this. Let's bring 2K back, right? Let's get the NFL 2K going, right? Which was honestly, I'll put up NFL 2K5 up against any of the new Madden games, and it'll still whoop its ass because NFL 2K5 was amazing. But no, I just feel like there's no reason. I don't think Disney has the emotional maturity to get into gaming full time that way. They had LucasArts, which was great back in the day. But like even if you think about how they're positioning it, where they're trying to convince the dude to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to get Bobby or to
Yeah.
sign
Yeah.
off on making these types of moves. Like if he has to be convinced, that's not a great start.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like he should be like, "Oh yes, I want to do this because I want to take Disney and everything that we own, and I want to have the control of quality and making sure that our studios are doing this great work and they're doing it at the highest level." He ain't doing that. He's like, "Come on, man, I really don't want to do this." Like they're gonna
This is
pressure
like
him.
Jim and Naughty Dog when he wants Naughty Dog to go ahead and make
Make a
the
game
game
to
cheaper.
service.
Yes. That's the situation that's happening here. And when it comes to this stuff, if you're not in it with your heart, like if you don't really want to do it, it's not going to work. This is art. It's not going to happen if you're not in it like elbows deep.
Facts.
Can I drop in my 2 cents real quick on this?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Sour. Thank you. I was gonna say that now if they buy it like to revive like Command and Conquer, all those cool games that EA shut down, okay, that's cool. I'm down for it.
Hmm.
If not, then hell no. I want somebody else to get them and somebody else
but
to revive all
the
those.
question would be like, okay, they revive it, but what if? Who are they gonna use? Like, how they're gonna do it? Because like that Disney is gonna want money, and that's the problem with a bunch of these companies. Like they even EA itself, like if you look at it, like all these big companies, even though they're making more money than ever, they just want more and more money, and they're forgetting about like the main purpose of the game. Like the game is like a form of entertainment for people to enjoy, to have fun. And if we're not enjoying it, then we're not gonna give them their money. So at the end of the day, like they're putting all these like microtransactions and adding all these stuff. They're not really like incentivizing us to give them the money. So because they're acting like that, they're really not helping their cause at the same time. So it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
I think another thing you run into is a lot of those studios that we know and love from the olden days that would actually be worth the wait for that purchase, right? They've been dissolved, just like what we've seen with Activision, where, you know, a lot of those studios, something like a Westwood that did Command and Conquer, or, you know, these different groups. You've got like, you know, your old teams for Tony Hawk, stuff like that. When Activision, those guys did their stuff, those have been dissolved into becoming a Call of Duty machine. Just like, you know, these people that ended up doing Command and Conquer or whatever got shifted off to do whatever mobile game, or, you know, the online for Need for Speed or something. So it's just like, the question is the value there? Because they're not, I mean, they have a couple high hitters, right? They've got Star Wars.
Yep.
So of course they've got that, fortunately. But that's about it. And what happens if they get dissolved into that, and suddenly they're put into something that's just a soulless endeavor also? Like Disney over the last little bit has shown with their movies that they will grind into the ground as hard as possible until there's no value to the character.
Facts.
So that's, I think, what makes me nervous, right? It's like, leave it. It's not broken. Don't try and fix it. Just leave
Yes.
it. Leave it.
I
as
agree with
is.
that 100%. They do drain the value out of everything they have. Look at what they've done with Marvel. For me, at least, like they're trying to push this Disney Plus app that they have going on, and they've made I don't know how many freaking shows. And the problem is I don't have the time to dedicate my life to Disney. I do not. And so enough was to go ahead and watch the movies, which were, listen, at a time, they were freaking badass. They were funny. They had a great cast. But the problem that they have now is that they want to integrate everything. And so now with Disney Plus, to make people subscribe, right? They go ahead and they make all these Marvel shows. And somehow they chain it to the movies. And now you can't go and enjoy the movie without missing something if you didn't watch the 700 shows that they've lined up for you. It's not right.
Yeah, it's BS.
Now, did you guys hear about that news that they're planning to make changes in how they're doing the TV,
Oh Lord.
and they're well. Let me see. I have it here. It says
Oh Lord.
shows will now have proper showrunners that write pilots and show Bibles, and there's going to
Oh,
be a
now.
focus on multi-season serialized TV rather than limited series. And that's from
Okay.
Hollywood Reporter.
Hmm.
So supposedly they're going to turn it into just like regular TV shows like back in the day versus like the new high-end, limited series TV
So
shows that we have. I don't know how that's
lower
going to work.
budget.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower budget, more stretched out storylines. Less interesting actors because since the budget's lower, they're going to have to drip down to getting newer people instead of the top tier folks that we've had in the movies.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's a hard pass. They can put that
Yeah.
right back on the bench. I don't want that nonsense.
All I'm asking, and I'm still wondering, where the hell is my Vader TV show? Damn, where is it? I want my damn Vader TV show.
Well, speaking about getting more customers with lower quality, well, we have here that Sony announced their PS5 Slim.
Oh, okay.
What a joke.
That's a mess right there. You couldn't even finish the sentence without us like cracking up or getting annoyed about the situation.
So, so everyone knows they announced the two versions, basically the digital one and the one with the disc, which is actually the same console. The only thing that the one with the disc comes with the detachable disc on. So the full price of the one with the disc is $500, but the stand you have to buy it separately, the vertical stand. Now the digital one will cost $450, and if you would like to buy the detachable disc, I think it's $70.
80.
It's 80. Okay, I thought it was 70.
No.
Okay, it's $80 plus. There's the vertical stand that if you want the vertical stand, it's $30 extra. But not only that, if you look at the horizontal stand, it's like a little like pen. Like what?
It's a goddamn toothpick.
It's a little bracket, right? A very tiny bracket.
I mean, earlier today I put it out a tweet, and really I was amazed. I was like, wait a minute. I paused. I was like, wait. The digital console, if you put the detachable Blu-ray drive, if you put the stand, it costs $560. But the other one costs $500, right? And all you gotta do is buy the damn stand, and it costs $530. I'm like, what the hell? It's the same damn components, and you're paying $30 more for the digital one, while you just can get the other one and take the disc off and just leave it digital and just get the stand, and it's $530. I mean, seriously, Sony, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you trying to scam us? I mean, what's
They're
wrong
trying to
with
make it.
PR.
They're trying to make it where if you buy the digital, you look at it and you do the math, and you're like, man, it doesn't make sense for me to spend more than I would have had just spent on the disk drive. So let me just stay with my digital, because they want you to stay digital, because that's where they make all their money, because you could only buy digitally, so they don't have to split with GameStop or Target or Walmart or wherever else you're going. They're listen, this is what we're seeing. They are drowning, and all of these things are them reaching out trying to grab somebody to help them up. It's crazy how you're just watching this sad thing take place, because they used to be the kings. And you know what's the problem? If you're only the king because everyone around you is weak, that's not a good look, right?
Mm-mm.
Not like was it Wakanda, right? You got to battle, right? You got to battle to become the king, right? Well, Xbox showed up to challenge them, and they are like, what are we going to do? They're like, what are we going to do? We have no games. Get rid of this guy because he's already making us look bad. And let's put out this stupid ass system that nobody wants.
So this
It's
is the
crazy.
problem, though. They just released the Spider-Man PlayStation,
Right behind
right?
you.
Yep.
Exactly. And so they have the other ones on their showcase. They
The
had the
purple and
purple,
whatever
yes,
the
all the
hell.
other colors. And now they're giving us this. Like, where are your games? We have enough hardware. Everybody who's going to buy one already bought it. Stop making the freaking damn PlayStation and make us games so we can actually use it. Maybe if there was a purpose for having a PlayStation, right? Like, I don't know, off the top of my head, playing games, right? Then we would want to buy a cooler one or a newer one or a better one. But you're not giving us the games. And we don't even have a layout. We don't know what you're working on. For all we know, you're just collecting our money, and these things are just designs that we're going to put around our house that take up way too much damn space.
Yep.
I don't
Facts.
understand what they're doing.
I think to tie on to what you're saying, is like, of course, there's going to be people that are going to throw a fit. Like we're going to hop in here and be like, come on, we don't need all these extra consoles. And you and I both know on Twitter, fanboys are going to come back at Microsoft and be like, you've got all these controllers though. Well, guess what? I can play games with a controller.
Facts.
If you don't have games for me to play, what am I going to play on this new hardware that I'm buying every time? At least a controller has a purpose at this current time. I can play video games with it. What do you have over there on Sony's side right now?
Well, just a little bit more
Facts.
space. That's it. Because basically, what was the old
No,
console?
and you don't even really have that much more
It's
space either.
it's 825. All they did was they added 175 more space, pretty much. That's it to make it one TB.
For no
Because you
reason.
Wow.
still have
Because there's no
about
games to put in that other
150
Exactly.
175.
Exactly. We
No,
have Spider-Man
no,
coming out.
no.
The game is short as can be. And so we're going to beat it and move on. It's going to be a very quick situation. We're going to stop talking about it probably within the week.
Dude, I put more time into Starfield without starting one of the main quests than it's gonna take to platinum Spider-Man 2.
It's
You know what I'm
sad
saying?
and true, though.
Like, that's wild. Now, I think the other part of it is it's highly disrespectful that they knowing full well that they were gonna release this updated PlayStation, okay? That they went ahead and released a Spider-Man PlayStation that was in the old model. How how do
It's
you not
frustrating. Yes.
just do it together? Hey, guess what, guys? We're going to release a brand new model. It's completely different. You can detach it and turn it into a disc or make it skinny, whatever you want. And we're going to do a Spider-Man version of it. Great. And guess what? If you still have the old PlayStation, we're going to release plates that you can go ahead and buy
Tell
for
you
those.
why, C Money.
That's what should have been done.
This is why. Because what happened was they took all of the leftover PlayStation that they claimed they didn't have, that they were sold out everywhere. They took all the leftover ones. They went ahead and made these popping damn things, put it on the new ones, right? They took out the white crap. They made a box for it. And there you have it. We're going to charge again, and they're going to be excited about it because it's Spider-Man. And that's where they got us.
But
That's what they did.
isn't Sony like very like pro consumer, so you can use the old plates on the no?
No, they're not pro-consumer.
Those
They're
plates,
the
the
opposite.
few that they had left over after they covered all the systems that they went ahead and refurnished, they sold out so fast because they just had a few left.
It's funny because not many people were looking to buy the Spider-Man PlayStation.
No, they
because
wanted the
plates
covers.
were gone immediately, but you could still go buy a Spider-Man PlayStation 5 if you want right now, I'm pretty sure. Meanwhile, they're announcing their new ones. And I love how they say, once we run out of the old ones, these are the new ones going forward. Like what? So you still want us to buy the old one? It makes no sense, my dude.
That's not how you sell that in a marketing aspect, right? Like
No.
you never tell the customer, yo, once you scabs are done buying all of our useless crap we don't care about, here's the new hotness,
Here's
quote
the new
unquote.
one. Here's the new
Um,
one.
Here's
And
the
the
thing
So
though,
most
like you look at that design and it's just like the decisions that they've been making with some of these game remasters and stuff too.
Oh
It's
dear
it's a
lord.
trend of absolute laziness.
Yes, it
Like
is.
you could do anything, and literally, I know I've mentioned it on the show before, but I have to give props to General C for this because he did a video joking about the PS5 Slim, and all he did was he literally just tied a shoelace around around the console, and it was like, "Look, I've got the new PS5 Slim. It's clearly not a shoelace, but it's the Slim, and it's smaller." And just like you look at it and you're like, you could have done something cool with this. You could have won a narrative. Like
yep.
you could benefit from having any narrative right now. And you bumbled that one too. It's a mess right now. It's lazy. It's
Yeah.
It's
lazy.
wild.
It's sad. It's sad that they have to. They've been taking L's for the last 3 or 4 months. It's just sad and pathetic how many L's they've been taking. I mean, first they raised the price on the service, right? During when Starfield was coming out, right? Then you see that Jim Bryan retires, and now we see this amazing console, right? That's 30% smaller, comes with a paperclip. The digital is more expensive. The stand sells separately. And basically, if you buy the digital with everything, it costs more than the regular one. Seriously, what the hell is going on over there? No games, nothing either. Dear.
don't forget the
So
handheld. They
Oh
also
no
made
no
a
no!
oh
I
yeah,
really
don't,
good
I don't, I
everybody
don't
handheld.
want
already
to get
forgot
into that.
about that
That's
shit.
no nobody. I mean,
So
seriously, that's the drone controller. That's what I call it. I mean, I think they're gonna make a new PlayStation drone or something because man, that is so ugly.
So
it's so bad.
I wanna
It's
I
crazy, and
wanna
it's
mention
sold out somehow. It's probably because they only made 5 of them.
oh,
Facts.
And Jimmy
oh,
bought
oh,
4.
guaranteed.
He had them
Guaranteed.
pre-ordered.
I You know what, realistically, it feels like with that, if I were in the position to say, okay, we're going to release this thing, and they've seen the feedback that they've gotten, I think I would personally wait to manufacture it until you knew what your estimated, like what your actual purchase base was going to be, because like no one's going to buy this on a whim. It's not an impulse buy, except for anyone who's dedicated to the system. But yeah, I would think they're probably just waiting, and then they'll fulfill those pre-orders as they see them come in, because there's no way they're sitting on a warehouse of those stupid things. There's no reason for it.
They're so ugly too, man. Like it's not even it's not they didn't
Yeah.
even sexy it up. You know
Nope.
what I'm saying? Like it didn't help them.
My
It didn't help them. And Lou, you were talking about like the last months of how like their downfall, and
Oh,
it's like let's not forget that we all kind of had like that benefit of the doubt for them up until their showcase, where
Yeah.
we were like, okay, they're gonna show us like what they've been working on. We're about to see it. We're gonna get blown away, and then it's like fucking baby steps and foam stars. We're like, what are we doing, dude?
Yes.
Like, how give us a reason to like you, Sony?
We
Damn.
did a
they
stream breaking down all of their studios and what can potentially they could be working on. Like, what can we possibly get? Because they do have some really good studios, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the freaking show and we did a live stream. I wanted to flip the table. I was so annoyed. Like, how dare you disrespect our time by showing us this bull crap? It
Trash.
was
I mean,
trash.
I mean,
guys, I think the thing you're forgetting though is they've got a hidden W. They have a
yep.
hidden W
Oh,
that we
the
haven't
secret
seen yet.
show.
That's
It's
a
the secret
secret.
showcase. Yeah, it's
I
the
I
super
love it.
It's
secret
coming soon.
double probation edition.
All the
You
ponies
know,
saw it
you,
though. They know
mean,
about it. They saw the show. We just don't know. We didn't get a chance to see it.
speaking
It was exclusive. You had to
speaking
pay.
Yes.
I mean,
speaking of
I've been calling it this from the beginning. I've been calling this from the beginning ever since Jim Ryan took charge. I mean, seriously, I mentioned this before. I'll say it really quick again. He took charge. I remember him saying that he was only going to make PlayStation 5 exclusive games just for PlayStation 5 and ignore 114 million PlayStation 4s. I was like, okay, this guy's stupid.
They believe in
They
generations.
believe in generations, right? And then they came back around and started doing the games because I was like, damn, if he's going to do only PS5 games, he's really going to bankrupt Sony real fast. Then he literally cuts off PS Vita and then he brings it back in, right? After that, what else did he do? He has made such a mess. Oh, closed
He's
down
done a bunch
PlayStation
of stuff.
Japan Studios. He killed off a really good game, which is Days Gone. They were gonna do part two, which is gonna be co-op, at least something different than those damn single players. And it was gonna be a cool co-op game. They killed that project literally. Oh, because it did not make enough money. But damn, that game sold like 11 million pretty much. What do you mean did not make
Yep.
enough money? Seriously, what's wrong with you guys? And after that, all the mess he has done, especially with the Activision deal, like I said, he did a good job on taking the regulators to see what's going on. Because at the end of the day, okay, well, we all love our companies, we pick sides and all this cool stuff, but we don't want Sony to be gone. We want Sony to compete.
No.
If Sony competes, right? Xbox is going to compete more, and that's what's happening with this generation because Xbox came in and pushed real hard back from last generation because Sony kicked their ass last in the Xbox One era and the PS4. So now Xbox is showing their fangs and they're kicking their ass, and that's why I want them to keep on going. But Jim Ryan literally destroyed PlayStation like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Shame on him, sad on him, because really I would have wanted to see. I mean, like you guys were saying, you guys saw the showcase. I was waiting for something cool, something amazing. All we got was Cat again. Tired of seeing cats, right? We
Yep.
saw foam stars. We saw this damn baby steps skins. I was like, what the hell is this baby steps, right? But okay. But anyways, let me get right into this $5 super chat from Joe Danny Quesada. And he says, gotta give Doodle and C Money credit for their background collections. Love the Master Chief
Oh,
stuff.
thank you, love.
Oh,
I collect Halo
Thank
stuff
you.
and ponies L's. Thank you,
Oh,
Danny,
wow.
for that $5 super chat. But like I was saying,
Uh,
though, these,
appreciate it, brother.
oh
Thank
dear
you.
Lord. Jim
Crazy.
Ryan.
Crazy. I don't know if you saw what Joey posted in the chat, but I thought it was funny. It
Ooh.
related to this console. I
Oh,
just wanted to mention it.
oh, go for it.
Joey, our brother Phantom Kraken, posted PS5 lost weight and now has stretch marks.
That's fucked up. That's
Oh,
fucked up.
man.
Oh
Messed
my
up.
gosh,
That's
that was
messed up.
good. That was
But
good.
That's
but
good.
to be fair,
Oh.
like I did want to mention real quick because you guys were talking about the toothpick that is the Death Star weakness of holding this system up at a balance level, right? The question I would pose to you guys is, do you think this is something that, like, a little ways down the road we find out that it's not durable enough to do its job and we end up running into incidents like what we ran into with the 360? I don't know if you remember, but a bunch of 360s, if someone accidentally knocked that thing over, it was scraping circles into the disc. So my question is like, if that thing fails on you or someone bumps it and it just loses connection to where it's stood, like, that could cause that disc to spin and scrape inside that console. And all of a sudden, now you have a whole new mess on your hands. Not only is your console ugly, not only do you not have any games to sell right now, but now you're scratching the discs that loyal purchasers, are actually trying to play on your console.
Oh, and not only that, so I wonder how it's gonna cool down.
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah. I want to see the
I
internals.
want
I,
to
I
see
was going to
that
say
internal
that.
because man, I'm wondering if we pop in that Final Fantasy 16 game, if we're gonna have that issue because oh my,
Ah,
Man.
yes.
oh,
Yes, we've been
oh
there,
my,
done that many times with that damn game. Listen, honestly, with the heat that game produces, that little tab, that little thing, that's just gonna melt. It's just gonna melt, and it's gonna look like the
And
Twin
fall
Tower
right
just
off.
laying sideways. It's just gonna just knock right over. So what the hell happened to that stupid ass twig? And then you have to go spend $30. But don't do it. Just go get a popsicle, snap it, and just stick that shit right there. You got the same thing, probably better build quality than that stupid ass stand that's gonna come with it.
I got a better idea. Just grab a couple cardboard boxes, get a Yoo-hoo, and just make yourself a stand. And that's simple and easy, man. That's it. You don't have to pay those damn $30. I mean, seriously, who the hell charges $30 for a damn stand? I mean, will the stand give me a full upgrade?
So
Will it give me a fan? Will it give me something that that the PS5 will boom? I don't know. but $30 for
Here's
something to stand it up. What the
here's what I will say to you though. This is a play out of the Sony playbook. Because if you'll remember going back to PS2, now granted, the regular PS2, the fat PS2, that one had a stand, but it wasn't really necessary. Flash forward to the Slim that they released. You literally had to buy a separate stand that screwed into the bottom of the console to hold it vertical because it was so thin, it would just fall right over. And so like this is not the first time that they've been like, yo, give us 20 or 30 bucks for a stand. Please and thanks. At least that one, it felt durable. At least that one, it felt like you got something for your 20 or 30 bucks. This looks like a piece of glass that cracked off of my window when my kid shut the door too hard. Like it looks so small. It's yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Simple and easy, Simon. Look, you got the rubber bumps right there. Place it like this.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that slim when they did it, like that
Is that
was
the sexy black
but
one?
this isn't their first time.
That's a fat one. PS2.
Oh yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Do you have your Ethernet attachment on the back?
Yes, I do, search right here, baby. Right here.
You got SOCOM? Let's go.
Ethernet adapter and so
Yes, I do have so.
You're gonna play some SSX3 online with me over dial-up?
Those
Do
are the
they
best
even,
days
do
for
they even
Sony,
have the
man.
server? They don't have the servers up for that.
No,
No way.
Oh, no,
Those
no.
servers are through EA, God forbid.
Yeah.
SOCOM, I guarantee you, shut down too.
Oh, no.
Listen, right now, the best thing that can happen is instead of buying a PlayStation, go get an Xbox, sign up for Game Pass, and you know you'll have games to play.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. Like, you know, you could buy a console, right? Just go buy a console, spend, let's say, $350 after tax, right? Get a Series S, spend $15 or $17 or whatever it is, and you have 400 or 500 games, like bangers, that you could just play. Like, you didn't have to go wonder, oh man, I got one. Like, you got a kid, it's like, all right, pick a game. And they're like, I don't know these games. Like, I can make the wrong choice. Nah, not with Xbox.
And listen,
Buy
like,
a system, boom.
like you guys said before, right? We don't want Sony out. We want that competition. Why? Because what Phil is doing right now was a reaction to what they've been doing over at PlayStation, right? It was a reaction to all the nonsense. For a crew of people that do not understand that Starfield is exclusive to Xbox, because according to them, it was coming to PlayStation, no matter how many times it was said. They sure as heck knew how to make games exclusive to PlayStation. And so Phil got sick of it. Anybody would. At that point, it was do or die. And he did. And I'm glad that he did. And so we do want PlayStation to continue to keep on pushing Xbox, right? We want that. They make great games. The problem that happened was that they lost the fun. They're not diverse anymore. They don't have games for everyone. They found the quick money and they went at it nonstop. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't just be one path because there are multiple types of players. And as we see now with Game Pass, you can try so much stuff that even if you're a certain type of player, you try so many new games now because it's just there that it allows you to explore and become more rounded as a gamer. So I feel like they need to figure it out. And the sad thing is that I don't feel like they have the budget. I know they don't have the budget to go ahead and fight with Xbox right now because they have big daddy money with Microsoft backing them. And so they're at a tough spot, dude. The best thing you can do is go find one of those PlayStations, the Spider-Man ones, because if this is the last one they make, that's the only one that's going to have good value because, again, it's Spider-Man. Keep that in the box just in case.
Yeah, I definitely think that I always have said it and a lot, and I'm going to use it as a transition to the next topic. PlayStation was, to me, it was caught off guard. They didn't expect this, Microsoft, not only in the terms of like competition, in the way that they completely changed how they were competing. So it's not it's not a matter of how many consoles they sell. It's not a matter of that. It's a matter of how many software, how many people they can get engaged in their ecosystem, and they
Sorry.
treat the ecosystem. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna hop in real quick, but finish up so I can say something real quick about that.
Oh, and they treat the ecosystem as one. They treat everyone as, they just want people to play, even though of course they want money, just like any other company. But the
Yeah.
value that they're offering, like, you can't get it like elsewhere. I think PlayStation got too comfortable, especially with last generation, as they were winning like so easy, like 2-1, and you know, I think they were caught off guard, and you can see it even with like the design of their console. I honestly I don't think that the PlayStation was supposed to be like what they said 10.2 terabyte, but that was after they overclocked it.
Teraflops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Teraflops.
it's
Yeah.
an unstable
it should have been.
10.2.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's a,
god.
yeah.
Well,
So
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
overclocked 10.2, and then the question is, right, with that 30% decrease, like how
yes,
do you do that, and did you have to reduce it down a little bit to cater to that size change?
Yeah.
Because like we were talking about, right, the overheating issues with stuff like Final Fantasy, it makes you wonder, like, did they cut those corners and just say it'll be fine, or
yeah.
did they actually have to reduce some of that processing power to try and help put maybe like a cap on it to prevent those issues?
But
I,
they could
I,
have also used like a smaller chip, like a
Yeah,
smaller
a-
nanometer, and
and I
that probably
think
could
I
be the
think they said
solution.
had that right. If I remember correctly, I think it was dropping down 1 nanometer. So it does drop down, I think, a little bit for the processor. But even
Did
then,
they
like
say
your
that?
stock, I can't remember if it's that one or if it's Xbox. I apologize if I'm mixing it.
I think
It
the
like
PlayStation
Sony's.
was gonna lower their nanometer, but I don't
okay.
know if it was for this version, the Pro version.
Yeah.
There's been so many rumors going
I
around
thought
that
that was the
Yeah.
Xbox. I thought that was the Xbox leak.
That's the plan for theirs as well, because I think
yeah.
theirs is dropping what from 7 down to 6.
Yeah,
But I
something
thought
like that.
Sony was doing something similar. I feel like we heard about that
Yeah, they
when
were.
we first saw the reveals, like the early leaks of this system. But
Honestly, I
I
I
could
already
be
think
wrong.
they
They're
dropped
gonna.
it already on
Yeah.
the revision. I think.
They've been like four revisions
Oh,
Yeah.
already. And what I was gonna say though, Sour, I don't think though they were caught off guard. I just think they really chose a really bad leader to lead PlayStation because Jim Ryan is all about money, which is really good getting the money. But in the area that he was put in, he was just not really smart. You gotta get somebody, like I said it before, that loves games and loves money,
Uh,
not only money. Because Jim looked at this thing as a business thing, which is okay, it's cool, but you only looked at it as a business. You did not look at this as an entertainment and
Yes.
business.
But how can we look at him as a businessman and give him any credit when he bought
But
Bungie?
but he
Bungie. How can you make that deal? How can you spend that
facts.
money? And
But
also, Sour, back to your point, how can they not see it coming?
here's the thing: the funny
How
part is,
ignorant do they have to be to look at Philly out there buying everything he can snatch and think that he's just doing it for fun? What did they think was going to happen with these studios when they started making games? I tell you right now, I saw it coming and I'm not in that industry. And
we are.
so when you have Philly out there buying all these studios, obviously they're making games, obviously they're getting their shit together, and they have time to go ahead and make Xbox refrigerators in freaking kicks, right? Like they were on it. They were on it. The fact that PlayStation got caught with their pants down, that's their freaking problem. But that's on them. We're not going to make excuses for them that they didn't
Yeah.
see it coming. How stupid do you have to be to not see it happening? It was written on the wall. Unless you can't read, we have a situation.
But that's the funny
that
thing because we've been calling it for all this time that this was gonna come sooner or later. It was gonna happen to him. Like I said,
Yes.
it was just looking at this like a business thing. He did not look at it like we all do as games. As Sean Layden looked at it because he was a really good example. He put out everything from all those studios. I mean, you got great games from PlayStation Japan Studios, which was I keep forgetting that game, but they made good games last generation. And for him to jump on and let me close this and let me get all these guys, because what's funny about this, after he announced his retirement, developers came out and started complaining on how they were so mad that they were put into making service games when they wanted to do their single player games.
Facts.
And yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
literally he was messing things up. He
I
was just
can't
yeah,
wait to hear more because I feel like that's just the beginning.
yep.
They feel like he's not there anymore, and so they can come out and talk about the
Exactly.
situations that were taking place. I can't
Yep.
not wait until they let loose because we heard it from Sega saying Xbox treats us better, right? That was just a little taste of the crap that goes on over there. Imagine how they treat their first party studios, the people in there,
yeah.
right? If Sega didn't feel comfortable enough, if they didn't feel appreciated, and these are games that they're trying to get like exclusive or have on their system, imagine what they did to the people in there. And so I'm excited to get the rest of it. I want to hear everything that went down in there. And this is just like a pissed off, snappy thing that happened where they're just saying a little bit, but I feel like the rest is coming.
Yeah, I just
Facts.
think that when before the Xbox Series X was actually like shown, like if you think about it, like everything that Xbox had bought to that moment were studios that weren't like super huge. They weren't like publishers, and I think PlayStation might have thought, oh, they're just focused on like making these like Game Pass games like Sea of Thieves and stuff. Because at that moment, Sea of Thieves wasn't that huge, and those games, smaller games like that, but they weren't. I don't think they were envisioning the future, and you can see that because later on was when Jim Ryan announced that they would start to work on game as a service. So they were, to me, they were far behind from what Microsoft thought process was. They were more
Yeah.
focused on what they knew how to do, which their studios they're showing right now that they're having issues with that.
They need
But
to put together a new studio that can make these games. And the reality is that it's not realistic to say, I'm going to start with 10 to 12 games in one shot. We know what
yeah,
they
that's
do.
a
We
lot.
know how they are. They're not going to go ahead and take care of all these games and listen to the consumer and know what they have to fix. Make 1 to 2 games, make them well and take care of your customers. Go ahead and fix what needs to be fixed. Take the feedback and work on it because that's what they did with Sea of Thieves. And so they don't have the dedication that Xbox has or Philly, to give the games the patience and the time that they need and the
That's the
money. Actually, they don't have the money to do that, I believe.
that's actually the perfect transition to the next topic
Well,
because
she is perfect, so it
oh
Thank
makes
you.
sense. You know what I'm saying?
actually
Dang.
the real the real perfect person is my mom. Her name is
Oh
Perfecta.
well,
Aw.
Her name is
listen,
Perfecta too.
I,
You're just saying.
Oh,
You're
that's
that's
just
really
so
her
saying
name.
that because
cute.
she's sitting right next to
Look
you,
at
and she's
yes,
gonna
yes, he's
throw the
got
chancleta
yeah,
at you.
exactly. Yeah.
She's actually there too. But
Beat
anyway,
Just
his
saying. Just
ass.
saying.
anyway, yes, I want to talk
That
about
sounds like you
Xbox
had a
now.
gun to your head on that one, homie.
No, no, but I want to talk about Xbox now because uh, we seen the downhill from PlayStation lately. They've been having a pretty bad year. We can say that Xbox had a bad year 2022. However, I feel like a lot of the groundwork they had done in the past is starting to show now, and everything is kind of like coming together. And it's because of the patience they have showed. Like, Duty, Duty says, Doodle, sorry,
Doodle.
Doodle said earlier. So we have Sea of Thief season 10 announced. Forza Horizon 5, de los Muertos. It's coming. We have Halo Season 5, which was shown, which I freaked out when I saw it. It looks amazing, and they've been doing
oh
a
good.
great job ever since, like, Season 3, or, like, the
Yep.
winter update. We got Forza Motorsport that just released. We had Starfield. They just updated, actually, Starfield 2 to make it run better. We got the Redfall update that was mentioned earlier. We got State of Decay 2 coming with a DLC. Minecraft Legends, Myth. I believe that's a DLC. Age of Empire. The rest of their games. Fallout. We have that Killer Instinct game. I forgot getting the update. We got a grounded like huge update coming. Like they did not give up in any of these games, and some of them did not release in a good state, but they continue to support it, and they have built communities with these games. On the
Right.
contrary, with PlayStation, we're seeing that they come with a game. If the game doesn't like get an immediate reaction, oh, forget about this game, or like, oh, this game looks like it might not. People might not like it, or it's too much of a risk. Let's just scrap it. So it's like almost like they're afraid to take risks. So I see money. I want to hear from you real quick. Like, what do you think? Like, do you think PlayStation should take more risks, or what do you think should be like their way to like catching up in terms of like live service game, and what do you think that Xbox needs to continue to do to continue to gain momentum and hopefully like even things up?
Well, this is the thing. PlayStation, it's not that they don't want to take risk, is that they can't afford to take risk, right? And that's the sad truth of it. Because let's be clear, PlayStation is the sugar daddy of Sony, and they're not much of a sugar daddy. All right, like they make up what they got, but they listen. You could give Sony a million years; they're never nothing that they do, whether it's the PlayStation, their TVs, what everything, nothing that they do will ever bring them to the level of a Microsoft, Apple, Google. Nothing. There's nothing that they can do. So the sad part is that since we've been hearing it, right? They haven't been doing this in silence. Jim was out there crying. We don't have enough players. Not enough people are playing our games. How do we get more people to play our games? I don't know, man. Maybe drop your games into PC day and date. How about that one? Huh? How about that one? How about do something like that, right? But this is the thing. They've shown us that they are unfortunately in a bad position because gaming is just getting more and more expensive. And they do not have the infrastructure to support these games long term. So that's why they're doing 10 games instead of 2 like Doodle suggested. Right? Because for them, they can't afford to sit and wait and invest more and more in a game to see if it picks up. So what they're doing is they're going to make a bunch of games that are barely going to have budgets, and then they're going to see which one gets any type of traction. And then that one they'll go ahead and try to pick on and see if they can make it better over time if it pops. But the sad thing is that we've seen Microsoft take properties that the old Microsoft would have just left to die, right? Like they would have either shut them down or moved on from it. But now they haven't. Sea of Thieves, no matter how you cut it, whether it's your type of game, whether you think it's ridiculous, no matter what you feel about it, understand that if you're a PlayStation person and you're sitting there laughing at the idea of Sea of Thieves, understand that Sea of Thieves has more players than all of your first party titles on PlayStation. Every single one. Sea of Thieves is smoking them. And you know what the even bigger difference is? Not only do they have more people who've played the game, but those people play that game every month. Every single month. In and out. They're constantly playing this game. So Xbox, you asked what do they need to do? They need to keep this ship going in the direction they're going. They need to keep investing in their studios, right? Because that's the real key, right? They're becoming the place that studios want to be a part of, right? That developers want to be a part of. Because if they can give you a safe place where they can say, listen, you can come here if you're good, right? You can't do it with trash. They're also not looking to throw money away, right? But if you have a good studio who has a proven track record, who knows how to make a good game, and you give them the time and the money and the resources to go ahead and make the game that they want to make, more often than not, you're going to end up with the best version of a game that they can make. And that's going to translate to players playing that game, engaging with that game, and wanting to see more of it, right? Where we are in a point where they have so many studios. Let's not forget, guys. I know we're going to talk about it. I see it in the rundown, but come the end of this week, we got a flood unleashing with even more consoles. I mean, even more studios that are going to be joining, and more consoles. I would imagine they go hand in hand, right? But more studios that are going to be coming. Listen, they're not going to stop, and as long as they keep giving us high quality content, and I have every confidence in our boy Phil that that's what's going to happen, because he is not taking this sitting down. He's not okay. We saw the leaked emails. We saw how pissed he was about 2022. We saw everything. Like, he's not ignorant. He knew that those games were not considered AAA games that we had. He knew that we went that crazy long time between Halo and the last game that we got that was a big game, right? Like, he knew that, right? He's not okay with that. He is going to keep us moving forward in the right direction. Redfall, you saw how he took that shit like a man, stood on that XCast stage. Well, he wasn't on the stage, but on the screen, and he just took the L that was Redfall, and he said it right there, loud and clear for everyone to hear. He understands now that it's different. Doesn't matter what studio it is. Doesn't matter what legacy that studio had. Doesn't matter if they're as big as a Bethesda or as big as an Activision. When they make a game being owned by Xbox, they are making that game as a first-party studio with first-party expectations. And I think Redfall was the last time we would ever see that type of scenario shipped by Xbox. I think they're always going to release the game the best that it may be. Now, that doesn't mean it's always going to be a 9, because some people may not like that type of game, but they're going to release high quality content, and they're not only going to do it for the hardcore, but they're going to do it for everyone. So everyone's going to have something that they want to play. And if they keep releasing, dude, you got Starfield, you got Forza, back to back.
Yeah.
This is back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to back bangers, right? And you just know that we have so many. Bro, before Activision got involved here, before you consider anything that Bethesda was working on, you take those out just with the Xbox Game Studios proper, we're already stacked for next year. Like, already.
Yeah.
So you got Bethesda games coming in there that we already seen the leak, that there's at least a couple big ones that are supposed to be coming next year. And then you got whatever the hell Activision is going to be bringing. Plus, remember, Call of Duty next year is going to be day one in the Game Pass. Like, 2024 is going to blow minds. How do you look if you're PlayStation and you're just standing there and you're just, staring, you're at the top of your building, right? And not like at the roof. You're not jumping.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm like, wait, where's this going?
You're at the floor right underneath the roof, just in case you feel desperate. But you're staring out there and you're just thinking to yourself, what are we going to do? Even if we muster all of our big studios to release their biggest games next year, all that means is that for the next 5 years, you ain't going to have another game to play on the PlayStation, bro.
Exactly.
Like, it's wild. It's wild. Like, you're going up. Like, this is like David and Goliath, but nobody gives a shit about David winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just want Goliath to squish him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're going to witness.
To their knees. They need to humble them down. That ego has to go. They need to learn their freaking lesson. That's the problem. They were arrogant in this entire situation. And that's why even when they saw them making the moves, they were acting as if they were not going to be able to figure it out still. Xbox has done what they need to do already. They got that wheel turning, and they have placed themselves in a situation in which it won't matter anymore if a game is delay, because we won't even notice, because
Nope.
they're working on so much to give us.
These are facts.
And so that's all chill. They are going to keep on buying and continue to grow because they have the budget to do so. And now with Game Pass, that money is coming in nice and steady.
No, it's 100% facts. Just remember this: while Sony was out there gloating and popping bottles and putting out all these games and saying, "Oh man, we're so excited, we're so great, nobody can compete with us," Phil and Xbox were quietly just sitting there building, and they were building their army, getting it ready for prime time. And guess what, baby? It's time for them to see the light. They're
Yeah.
coming out. They're coming to party, and we're coming hard. Pause.
Pause. All
Okay,
right.
so we are coming hard
And the thing
all
is,
over the
all
place,
over the
baby.
place.
Nobody's stopping this flow. You better get an umbrella because it's gonna be raining Xbox on these bitches, and that is just facts, yo. That is
That
just
was amazing.
facts.
Let's
You know
not
what else
forget
it-
that email that was sent out. There's no way that those words are taken back. Let's buy them out of business.
Yep,
And you know why? Because that's exactly what they're doing.
called it.
I don't know how PlayStation can get out of the hole other than being bought and having that money to start getting that wheel going. And that humble pie is going to be when they have to sit around going to these award ceremonies and everything else, just like Philly did. He sat there still with a smile on his face, congratulating everyone else. The difference is, I don't think PlayStation can do that. And so they're in that situation right now. And we've seen how they handle these things. It's not going to be pretty. But I do think that by taking Jim out of there, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, another thing that this conversation just reminded me, something that Crazy said a long time ago, is we saw in the Activision Blizzard deal that a lot of information came out, and Sony was doing all these deals behind the scene, and because they were the market leader, they were able to get like so many like cuts and so many things.
Exactly.
Once the other developers see the wheel keep moving into like Microsoft, they're gonna be like, Sony, we can't do that deal anymore because we gotta be in that Game Pass, or we gotta be in that ecosystem too.
Facts.
So
Yes.
so I think that's gonna hurt them also like long run.
Because
And this is a beautiful thing.
oh,
Game Pass, to be able to have these smaller studios get that check up front and being able to advertise their games in Game Pass is huge for all these artists, for all of these developers, for these studios to go ahead and continue to make games. Because that's what's been lacking, right? You make a game, you take the wrong turn, and it's like, or you invested all the money, nobody knows about this game, right? Because you're not in the right light. Someone's going to try it in Game Pass. Someone's going to play it. The word is going to get spread if you did make a good, substantial game. And this is just good in general for the industry.
I just really said this.
Facts.
So,
Chat is
Reverend
chat is
Steve
getting
Money
wild.
and Reverend Doodle. Oh my God, that's so funny.
Chat's
But
getting
I was-
wild, dude.
What I was gonna say, guys, is the thing is with this deal with Activision Blizz, right? I mean, developers came out, but they did not say who they were. They said it's gonna give us more room to negotiate. And that's something that they always wanted because Sony, when you go to sit down with Sony, Sony says, "Okay, this is what we have. Either you take it or leave it." Now with Xbox out there saying, "Okay, this is what we have. Oh, Sony's giving me this. Okay, let's do this," and it's gonna give the developers more room to negotiate with both of these companies, which is better for them. So that's why this deal has to go through. That's why Xbox needs to set and take ground so these devs and everybody else are happy out there making these games and making the money they need instead of Sony, cutting them down like back in the day how Nintendo did it. I always mention this. Nintendo used to do that. Nintendo used to tell those devs, if you make a game for Sega, you guys are not going to sell a game through here. Nintendo used to do that, and Sour put me in
Why
jail.
is he back in jail though? What he do?
Exactly, I'm already back in jail. Why am I back in jail?
I just saw the comment
What
saying that it
happened?
looked like he was in jail.
Oh, seriously? Because of my walls? Man,
I just
And
love
your
that you
echo.
painted it. I just love that you painted it that way because now it's so much easier.
it's so much easier. Oh my god, I should have just let the concrete over there so it would look way better than look more jailish
Oh no, the concrete probably would have looked like you were in a prison cell too.
now.
Watch out for Bubba behind you and that little girl.
Oh my,
How
yo,
scary.
don't
Don't need it.
don't start with that. I really
Oh,
don't
that
start.
reminds me, C Money. I got a picture I gotta send you in
Keep him
DMs.
calm.
I'll send you some
Yo,
ASAP.
No.
see money. I got something for you right here. Check this out, see money. Check this out.
Oh.
Oh,
Yo! Oh man, I love Apple Jacks. God damn it, that's
Crazy.
amazing.
Put it again. Put it again. on screen.
But again, there you go.
yeah,
Ah.
baby.
Yo,
Yeah,
that is the perfect cereal, bro. It's
Yep.
amazing.
100%, bro. 100%. I love
Love it.
Apple Jacks. Yeah.
All right, a little info, right? A little side info.
Yeah.
When I met C Money, we used to work at the same place, right? And in his desk, he used to keep a box of Apple Jacks to shove us in. And then
Or like a snack, all right? It's not like I was just
Dude.
sitting there
oh my God.
eating. You know what I'm saying? But you got a quick moment. You grab a little.
Crazy has it over there on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's a super
yeah,
con.
yeah.
It's a super
That
con.
reminds me of Silent Story with
That
Fun
the
reminds
cheese
me
guy.
of, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that reminds me of Larry at the video.
But hey, let me tell you something. The best cereals are Captain Crunch.
Yes,
Yeah.
baby.
Yes. Captain Crunch.
Let's go.
Captain Crunch. Yeah.
Nothing better than chewing on that cereal and having it eviscerate your gums and the roof of your mouth to a bloody pulp as you're enjoying the
Why do we have to get so violent again? I mean, you were so violent.
is one of the most violent cereals that you can eat, and I love it so much.
Which one is it?
Captain Crunch, dude.
Oh,
those
Captain
those,
Crunch.
those
It's
little
so
freaking
good.
treasures, those little yellow
Yeah.
treasures,
Oh,
beat the
Lord.
hell out of your mouth. Oh man.
Oh man. Oh, amazing.
I
What's
used to
your
take-
favorite cereal? Silent.
All right, that one's gonna be tough because I can't break it down to one. It's gonna have to be three. It's gonna be Smacks.
Yo,
Oh,
Smacks
that's
go
right.
down.
Max.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Although the only problem with Smacks is just like asparagus, it makes your pee stink.
Oh,
saying.
Lord.
Just saying.
Yo,
It's
I've never put that together.
Oh, Lord.
Never.
Try
Oh,
it out.
Lord.
Grab yourself a box. Educate yourself.
Oh, Lord.
Captain Crunch, and
Yes.
then probably Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh.
Yo,
Oh,
Another
that's
banger.
Money's other favorite. How
Another
about you,
banger.
Crazy and Sour?
You know what's better is putting them all in the same
Great.
bowl.
Crazy.
put them all. Yes, you mix them up, bro.
Mix them up.
I used to do that
Damn.
shit.
Yeah, he did.
I used
was
to
like,
do that shit because
is
you can't choose.
disgusting.
So it's like one layer and then another layer and then another layer. Come on, depending how big your bowl is, you can get like 4 layers. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Damn.
why I keep the camera up here because up here I
said
look
the
thin, but
podcast
down
to you.
here I got a fat ass from all the cereal.
Can you imagine every
Yeah,
time he
look.
turns off the camera, he's just scooping out cereal from his
And then he just
four-layer
rolls
bowl?
away. Just like, I got this.
That's, yep, I got my
this
I got
bitch.
my box
Oh
of
my
cereal right
God.
next to my computer, right next to C Money. Right?
right.
Just like C Money. I got this.
All right,
There we go.
let's bring it back, guys, because Dark Dark is saying, "What's happening? Is this a gaming podcast?" Sorry, Dark Dark. I just had to show the cereal because he loves Apple Jacks.
Well,
Oh,
wait, what's your
Doc's
favorite
drinking
cereal
too?
first? You were asked. What's your favorite cereal?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I mentioned Apple Jacks, Captain Crunch, and man, oh man, I got one more. Oh man, I don't know, but I'll stick to those two. They're better. Oh,
You ever
nice.
had waffle crisp?
Reese's peanut butter
Your
cups.
boy. Let's go.
Reese's, I love Reese's.
Reese's banging. That Reese, I love Reese's. My
Reese's.
favorite.
Yep.
See, Money loves
Chocolates.
anything peanut butter and chocolate.
Oh,
Reese's,
look what I
there we
have.
go.
Look what I have. Nobody really lay
Crazy
a
has,
finger
like-
in my buttery finger. Yeah.
What, you got the Dora backpack back
Yeah,
there?
I
You
tell you.
pulling up everything like.
Yeah.
He's got just a bag full of
Yeah,
treats.
cereal
Damn.
and chocolate. He's like, I'm set. Yo, I'm good.
I'm ready to go.
This
Oh
man
my
is always
God.
ready for a food
This
cue.
is awesome.
My goodness.
I personally like the Captain Crunch, but the one without the colors.
Oops, all
And then I
berries.
like what was that?
Oh, wait. No, you just you're a monster.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Just
so
the
wrong in
treasures?
so many ways.
He
No
just wants the
berries?
You just want the yellow treasures?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what he said. I
and
know.
cinnamon,
I know.
cinnamon
That's right. I
toast.
fuck with the yellow ones too, bro.
yeah,
Don't worry about that.
cinnamon
Right.
toast
The other
crunch.
ones are a little bit like it tastes almost slightly salty, and then the berries are sweet.
Yes.
With the milk, it's just
Oh, Lord.
perfection.
Oh my
Sour-
God.
sour-
Seriously, I'm hungry now.
The sugar.
Sour likes
You know-
living in hell, apparently. Because
And you know what I like? I
Oh,
like to
you
do
mean-
after I eat the
I know.
cereal.
Cypher is
I put, like-
traumatized. He can't even.
I put crackers on it,
Here it
like
is.
What?
the honey crackers.
You took it too far.
Yeah.
Now
All
you're
right.
just-
It tastes good.
Listen,
Now you're
no
just-
cereal for you.
No,
You're
for real.
tainting cereal. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
cereal anymore. It's now
No.
you just
Yeah,
turn
this-
it into like this weird shit. What's that crackers in your cereal?
this guy,
Crazy. What
You
was
never
that?
do
What
that.
do
You
have
never
over
did that at
there?
school.
Oh, this is my dog, Jimmy Bilbob.
this got weird all
All
of
right.
a sudden. I agree with
Oh
you.
my
God.
We gotta get this.
Madman, our son, he has a dinosaur like that. Let me see him.
He burps and farts. If I turn it on, he farts.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we
bringing
went off. We went off the Rockies.
bringing it back into to kind of end the show. We have rumors that supposedly Friday the 13th ABK deal is going to close. Hopefully. But crazy. Since we have, the poll of the week is kind of related to it.
Oh, let me go get it.
Can you why you never have the poll of the week ready? He never has it ready.
You know how I am, dude. Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's
Wait.
because
Oh my God, what did I
he
do?
hasn't used our sponsor Blue Chew, and if he had Blue Chew, he'd have his bowl ready.
Oh Lord, hold on. Give me a second. Sorry.
Oh,
I apologize.
Blue Chew really sponsor you?
Sorry, guys.
No.
Wait.
I used
You're
to.
terrible.
You guys never took your instead of popcorn cereal to the movies.
No.
I used to do that.
Sour.
What do you mean, like in a plastic bag?
Yeah, like
Yeah, like when you're young, you
No.
could fit that shit in your pocket. You
Yeah,
get
that-
multiple. Wrap it
No,
up. You
yeah.
have to make it thin though, so you can't be greedy because then people see in your pockets what's
I
happening.
would,
Yeah,
I would put
never
it on my
did that.
backpack.
Oh, all right.
No,
all right.
you-
Oh, my
you wear
backpack.
yourself-
That was
wear-
my popcorn.
You wear yourself a nice big coat, and you pack in all the snacks in your pockets. But no, you don't do cereal. You go to Maverick. You go to the gas station. You buy yourself regular concession food. You don't bring cereal.
Thank you,
isn't-
Cypher.
this
All
isn't
right,
like
we're
Northern
gonna have to have a
Exposure. You don't
chat
bring
after
chicken
the
and
show
waffles.
and talk to these guys about what you don't bring to the movie theaters.
Oh man, sancocho's the best for movie theaters,
Make
man.
no-
we used to
gotta
bring
get
chicken.
Sancocho and chicken, yeah.
Chicken and waffles.
I agree with you there, son. Chicken and waffles.
No,
chicken
you just
and
gotta
We do.
chicken and waffles.
listen.
yeah.
You go to the theater in the hood. It's a different place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You go to one movie, watch 2 or 3.
What? Me? 2 or 3 movies?
No, not you.
Oh, I can't stand.
Carrying along your
Sneak into
freaking
the other ones.
harboring.
Oh, man,
yeah,
that was the good
harboring
old
a
days.
pound of cereal
buy
in
one
your
ticket.
pocket like Sour.
Yep.
Spend the day there.
It was a day trip on one
Like,
ticket,
that's
baby.
where you live.
Yep. That's
Yo, I got it
Those were
in
the
finally. Dear Lord, took me a while.
You got it? Finally.
Yes, I
All
signed
right.
up by accident. Sorry, guys. But anyways, here's the poll of the week, which says, "What games do you expect to be added first to Game Pass after the Activision Beard?" Oh, did I say beard? Oh my God! After the Activision Blizzard deal closes, and here we go, drum roll. Will it be all of Call of Duty old games, all games, prototype games, or mascots and family games? And the winner is with the 49% all games.
Wait.
What's
Oh,
up?
mm.
Wait, did
I
you
was gonna
put the
say
poll
ask
up?
the guest first.
Oh, I
Yeah.
oh my God! Sorry about that.
What's this place?
He gave us the answer. It's all right. It's all right.
Spoiling.
It's been a wild night.
Yes, it has been. Yes.
It's been a wild flight. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
it
turbulence.
I mean,
It's
you
like
got
snakes on planes, baby. Shit got wild up here.
man,
It did. We love it though.
that's a
It's
good
been
movie.
awesome.
And
Thank you.
Sharknado. That's a good movie too. But anyways,
Oh hell no, Sharknado sucked.
what?
Yeah,
Tornado was
Snakes on a
shark.
Plane was good.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's ask
What-
our guest. What do you think? Who will win? All Call of Duty old games, all games, prototype games, or mascot and family games? Pick one.
You gave us the answer.
Ignore
Louis.
that
We're
he
just
just
supposed
told
to
you. all
pretend
this.
that didn't
What-
happen.
What would you guys have picked?
What would you guys have picked? Yes, that's the question.
Pause. I didn't say pause when I said snakes. Okay.
Yep.
This is
Oh
awesome.
my god. What would you guys have picked?
I would have picked the old Call of Duties.
Yeah. Bring them back.
Agreed, 100%.
Max.
Right.
And like I said, the winner is all games. But anyway, Sarah, take it away before I keep messing up.
What
I want them to
what was the percentage on Call of Duty? What was it? Was it? Did it came
49,
second?
right?
Did it came?
No, it came in actually at a tie with mascot and family games, 22%, which is amazing.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I didn't expect that.
we did not expect that. But all games won with 49% and prototype won with not one, but it's prototype.
And you said all games. That's what
all
won.
games. Yep.
So they believe that they're just gonna put all the games
Damn.
immediately.
Yeah.
Dude.
not gradually. They have to take they got to pace themselves. I feel like
think
that's
so.
that's
Yeah.
obviously the smart way to do it. Obviously, we want them all. Yes. So I don't see how we wouldn't vote for all of them to just come in. So because I will want everything, but oh my gosh, what happened? See.
Doc was like, why do I feel like Louis is actually looking at a poll and he's just making it up because he lost the poll?
The same way. I agree
I
with you.
feel like that too because I feel like Call of Duty would have won.
Oh, man.
I see no proof. I don't see the proof.
Let me see those papers, crazy. Let me see where the
Well,
poll
if
is.
you-
I need to see it.
It's
If you
right
go
Let's
to
there.
go.
if you go
Welcome
to
to
our
our
channel and go to community,
It's right there.
the poll should be there.
Hey, I
The real
really
poll,
know.
not the fake poll that crazy news.
Oh, right.
Doc, this
Now,
is a
putting it up.
regular.
Let's put it up.
Yeah, this is a regular occurrence with our
Oh,
Democrat.
man.
Crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh, my God.
Bringing the facts without any paperwork to prove it.
Oh, right.
Well, let me not make that joke.
Why?
Go ahead.
I was gonna make a joke because
No, you already started. You have to end it.
What are you trying to say about us? See,
Hey,
Yeah.
I said,
Dominican.
without bringing the papers.
hey.
oh, damn.
That's a leftover Puerto Rican joke. I'm sorry. I'm Puerto Rican. It's just left over. Sorry. It's from my young days. Right? It's from my young days.
Great.
You look at I have a machete here, man. I was about to put my machete on you, man. I was literally looking for it. You look, I don't have it.
Turn off his camera.
It's been awesome, guys. Crazy. I
You better
think
Google is gonna get you tonight. See
Oh
money.
no, that's not cool. That's not cool. Chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I see something behind it that's been winking at me this whole time. I ain't kidding you. That big.
Yo,
what was it?
Did you guys see that pic? I don't know if you guys saw Gary Whitta. He had
Yes.
a
Yes.
picture, and somebody responded to that picture about like the creepy doll, and then he responded like question mark, like he didn't know.
Oh my God.
And I was looking at the picture, I was like, what the hell
Yeah,
are they
that's-
talking about? And then I freaking saw it.
Yep.
Zoom in, and there's a creepy ass doll
Yo.
halfway behind the door, just staring at
Yo,
Dude,
don't
his-
talk about
listen,
that.
I'm not gonna say I made a noise.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
Listen, you want to talk about a noise? All right.
I'm getting
So
busy.
Mr. John of Dark just brought up the nun, right?
Oh, chill.
Oh my gosh, wait, no, I gotta tell them. See, I'm sorry, I gotta tell them. All right, we're on this Halloween watching movies, all this nonsense. See, Money's like, I'm in. I was like, all right, whatever. He puts on the trailer. I'm in the other room, and I just hear these screams that sound like they're coming from the TV. Because
It was not multiple screams,
All right.
and it wasn't that drastic.
crazy. Look at crazy. Look.
Oh, fucking guy.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Oh my
What's happened?
gosh. Yo, he lost it.
Yo.
He was like, we're not watching this. Yeah,
Yeah, it gets pretty dark in there, bro.
Yo.
it does.
I don't know why it keeps turning on and off, man. I ain't kidding you.
Prison's a scary place.
Oh my God.
But anyway, we're in this pain because right now I'm creeping out, man. I'm creeping out. There's something weird going on at home because I mean, it's turning on and off. Like, oh
Listen.
shit. I don't like this, guy. I don't like this.
Yo, I'll tell you right now, you turn off that light and then you just see like a fucking hand come from the fucking
my
item and pull him. That's a scary movie right there. I just wrote that shit. Somebody make that happen.
You know, I'm gonna play. You know what game I'm gonna play one night? I'm gonna do it live. I'm gonna play that chair game that you play that song. Do you guys ever hear about that?
No.
Like,
The
Ring
wait,
around the rosy.
one
Wait,
you
Yeah.
the musical chairs.
Wait, those
Musical
chairs.
chairs.
You're talking about musical chairs. You guys ever hear about that game? Going around the chairs. What's that, crazy Louis?
Yeah. There's a game that you have to play musical chairs. The music stops. You have to sit down. It's a ghost that's inside your house that sits down on the chair. Literally. I'm gonna do
No,
that one
that's
night.
that's only in the DR. They
That's on
don't
the
do that.
deal? They don't do
Yeah.
that? Oh
Never
man.
heard of
I ain't kidding you.
Listen, I need to just verify here that I wasn't watching the movie. I was just watching the trailer. Okay. And no, I'm going to
That's
explain the
worse.
trailer
No,
because everybody's going to know and they're going to know it's justified. Okay.
What?
So in the trailer for the
Huh?
Nun, I believe it was part 2, if I'm not mistaken.
That's not scary.
But it was the one with the little girl, and she's a priest. I mean, she's a nun, I guess, or she's in the Coventry, whatever the hell. And then she goes and she went through a vent. I know you guys know. She's sitting in a vent. She's looking in the room, right? She's standing in the vent or sitting like kneeling in the vent. She has a flashlight, and the light is going right. So the light is going, light is going, light is going, and then through the doorway, boom! You see the nun standing there, right? Now that's not where I screamed. Okay, she screamed. And then she went back in. Look at Louis with the lights off. God damn it. She goes back, and there's a bunch of other kids there. And she's like, oh my God, I got so scared. I was doing. And then the nun was there. And right before she finished saying it, the fucking nun's hands just fucking burst through the vein and grabs her and comes in. You're telling me you're not going to scream at that exact moment in life right there? You have no soul if you don't scream at that moment right there. Right?
You gotta understand the nun just wants to pray with you. That's what she's trying to do. It's just
That gets them in trouble. Okay, Crazy
Pause.
Louis. That's the shit that they try to excuse the priest for también. They're like, don't you understand? The priest, he just wants to play with you. No, he doesn't.
I did not.
Get
I
outta
said
here.
pray, not play.
Oh, pray. I thought you said play. I thought you said play.
Pray. Oh my God. Oh dear Lord.
Sí, Manny, but
Oh man.
I like that Chucky you have behind you. See,
For
Manny.
me.
I got no Chucky. I got no Chucky. Fuck
Yeah,
outta
right
here.
up there.
Man, see money.
He's not even gonna look.
You gotta give me your address. I got a $20 just for you. I ordered one that's coming real soon, and I'm gonna send you one just for you to put it on your room. Just looking right
Nope.
behind you. What do you mean, no,
Nope.
man? Chucky's awesome. What?
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
Fuck that doll.
What? Oh man, you gotta watch that TV series. It's freaking awesome. I'm enjoying it. But man, oh man, guys, you gotta land this plane because if not, we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of gas.
Let's go into the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Fuck it. We could just jump.
Parachute and jump. But anyways, guys, hey, thank you all for joining us on this episode. C Money and Doodle, you guys were awesome. Love you to death.
Thank you.
Really awesome episode. Talking about cereals, talking about games, man. Fantastic. Really had a lot of fun with you. Let's start with you, Doodle. Please tell everybody where they can find you.
First off, Crazy Louis, Sourblow, Silent Cypher, you guys are amazing. I had such a great time. Love your show. See Money Baby, I go everywhere with you.
My girl.
And I love it. So you guys can find me on X or Twitter. Doodle to be free. That's Doodle, the number 2, the letter B, and then free. And see Money, I'll leave the rest to you, baby.
You will leave the
And
rest to
thank
me.
you guys. The chat. That was amazing.
Pause.
Guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Yes. Guys, this was so awesome. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for inviting us on. We had a blast. This was fun. This is the way we like to have shows. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just a good time, hanging out with your peoples. It's a fun time, man. Thank you all so much. Chat, you
Yes.
guys were amazing. I am C Money and I don't have it on screen. So it would be you can follow me on Twitter. I refuse to acknowledge the letter X outside
It's
of
so much
Xbox.
better now.
No.
I feel like it looks better.
There's only one
It
X,
makes
and that's
the old
Xbox.
one look tacky with the blue and the bird or the pigeon, whatever it was.
To make it
It's so
easier,
slick now.
in the description, C Money Twitter is there, Doodle Twitter, and then their
Oh, thank
YouTube
you.
channel is also there.
Oh,
Thank you
awesome.
so
Thank you so
much.
much. So much. Thank you. Yeah, so that's just C Money Forever. But yeah, so our channel's called On Point for Gamers. We do 4 shows a week. Yesterday we had our dope ass guest show, which was her, him, and a guest. And it was Infinite Umbra
Yes.
who came
Yeah.
by and we had an awesome interview. If you know Infinite Umbra, you don't know Infinite Umbra. You have to watch after you watch the video. That's the only time you could claim you know him, because we went deep.
We
and it
did.
was
We
great.
did. And I'm
It
not
was
going to
great.
say whether he sang or not, but he sang.
There was a concert midway. It was amazing.
It
No,
was.
but for sure, definitely check that out. Next week we have guests lined up, possibly 2. We might start a double one next week. We'll see. But we have a dope guest coming next week, so definitely check us out there. Thursdays is when we do our gaming podcast, which is On Point, the gaming podcast. We're nice and simple, which is with me, Doodle, and our eldest son, Madman. Because he's 16, gonna be 17 soon. So it's a good time to hang out there. Fridays we have On Point Anime and Beyond, where we talk anime, we talk TV, movies, all the pop culture stuff. Yes. And then we have our last show, which is actually the first show that starts the week, which is on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern, sometimes 9:30, where we have our show called Morning Quest with Doodle and C Money. And it's just us starting the week off, talking gaming, having a great, fun show in the morning. It's just a good time. We do appreciate you guys stopping by. If you do,
you.
subscribing, come and hang with us. We did just recently cross 11K subs.
Yay.
Wow.
So that was a
Congrats.
fun time. Yeah, man. So we appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Again, guys, thank you so much for having us on. This was so fun.
Oh, thank you. Gracias. Gracias.
Yes.
Sarah, you know what we need before we go, though? You got to put a picture of the number real quick, so, you know.
No. No thanks. No thanks. F all that. F all that.
F all that.
Does it bother you? What's going on right here? Does
Oh,
that-
yeah.
No. See, this is the thing. This was my childhood of fear, but so I've never been afraid of slashers. So like slashers never scared me. It's only evil stuff that scares me, like demonic shit.
Yeah,
That
like
shit fucks with me.
spirits and possessed
So,
and all that
now-
crazy crap.
Freddy Krueger
What's wrong,
did
Freddie?
scare me, but we recently decided that we wanted to, like scare our kids because we never. So I watched the original, like not the original, but I watched Freddy Krueger when I was like a small child in the theaters. Like my mother took me. So like we saw it early, where our kids, we never showed them any of this stuff. We kept it away. They did not watch it. So my son, like I said, he's going to be 17 just for the first time. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this kid walking around like he's cocky, like he don't get scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
He does.
you
He be
only have a
laughing
guy
at you because
scared.
you freak out.
Yeah, he does like mocking
He's
and
like
shit.
calling you out. Yeah.
So it's like you only don't get scared because we didn't put that fear into you when you were young and your mind was free to get really messed up. And so we said, okay, we're gonna go back to the original. We're gonna go Freddy Krueger, the first one. Now, this is the thing. I did not watch the original Freddy Krueger. I thought I did, but it was too old. I didn't know Freddy Krueger had already been out before I was born.
Okay.
So we watched that one, and I gotta tell you, it knocked the fear straight out of me, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was so like hokey. Like he was running after her. He was like, ooh.
The arms.
I was like,
Yeah, the
what am I
arms. What the
watching,
heck?
yo?
I got my
Or
hand raised.
probably-
Louis, go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't see you. You're on the side.
I gotta tell you, there's three things you gotta do, right? There's three things you gotta do if you're gonna do Freddy. I mean, I just gonna mention one thing with Freddy. Or if you want to scare your kid, buy a chainsaw, put the leather face mask on. I mean, you turn that chainsaw on everybody, especially when they're sleeping. I'm telling you, they did that to me once in high school. Oh man, I literally had to wear diapers for a week.
That's kind of dangerous though.
But
That's
yeah.
really
Like
dangerous.
really
You
dangerous.
might
You don't
be
have
able
to
to
get
do
Like
it
that
who
in
the
the
hell
car,
did that to you?
Oh, that's not bring that back. Those are bad memories. Also,
See,
another thing.
Talk
if you're gonna-
about trauma.
If you're gonna get the Freddy, right, you gotta get Doodle to do that voice. 1, 2,
You gotta get what?
coming for Doodle to sing that song.
Yeah, that song.
You gotta
But
make her sing that song with like a sweet young voice, and oh my god, put some
But see,
fog in there.
That's the problem. That's the first one I remember watching, but I
Yeah.
don't know which one it is.
It's an
So
old.
I thought, but the first one,
first.
if it had it, it was non-existent. And again, that song is not scary when you have him running at you like this and
No.
shit. It was like, what am I watching, bro?
Oh.
That was like the least scary shit that I've ever seen. And it kind of just blew up in my face because now my son was like, that's what you were afraid of?
And the
You
other thing,
bitch.
and like I said, you gotta get a Chucky doll, and while he's sleeping, just put him right
I
next
can't have
to
no
him when
Chucky
he
doll in
wakes
this
up.
house.
Yeah,
because
he
Chucky
can't.
is
Personally,
mine.
he cannot.
Okay.
See, money.
can't-
That story reminded me of my dad. We used to watch like family movies like every Sunday, and he
Yep.
kept talking about this old movie called like Apache, and it was like an old
Apache.
cowboy
Oh,
movie.
God.
Yep.
And I finally found it. It was so old, and it was like when I put it, it had the sounds like bone, like what was it? Like bing bing, like the old. And
Yep.
it was like
Oh my
horrible.
God.
And he's like, "That's not the movie. I don't remember it being like that."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's because when you watch it back in the day,
Yeah.
you don't see it that way. When you watch it, it looks so new and real.
Yeah.
It's like video games. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, I thought those pixels looked real. I was like, yo, I
Yeah.
could see them. They're real. Now,
And now you have bad vision.
now I have bad
Because you
vision.
couldn't see them.
Thank you, Pixels,
I
for
can
ruining my vision.
I can send you the Puppet Master dolls too. I can send you.
No, thank you.
No, Puppet Master's cool too.
So nice.
No,
But keep the
Oh.
doll.
Keep the doll.
No.
Oh, Annabelle doll. There you go. The Annabelle doll is so cute.
no, I'll take the Megan one though, because she's ride or die.
Oh, he did like that one. Did you
That
guys
was a
see
good
the
movie.
trailer for
Yeah, I
that?
did. That's a good
I
movie.
watched
That's a good
that
movie.
movie.
Oh,
I watched
he
that
was
movie
like,
too.
that's
That
a
was
best
not
friend right
scary.
there.
That is your ride or die homie.
Yeah, she's badass.
Yo, let's keep on landing the plane. Sourblow, my dear Lionel Richie brother, please tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
You can find me Twitter, Sourblow18, Xbox Sourblow18. Sometimes Friday, you can find me at Xbox International en Español with Eternal Shaddai, ASCAP
Let's
Gaming.
go.
And of course, here you can find me every Wednesday.
All right, and now our sexy, handsome.
Oh, wait. I forgot.
What?
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Yo. Hold on. Wait,
Sorry,
I
it slipped his
forgot.
mind. My bad.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, like, okay, thank you guys so much. Yeah, like,
I'm always like multitasking and all that, and
That
hair
sometimes
profile that he's
I have it in my
rocking right
mind.
now.
But I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah.
all right, yeah.
That's
Did
all right,
you
it's all right.
did you just do a Louis sour?
Yes, I did it.
Okay, good. You did a Louis. All right. And now our sexy, handsome captain. Where can they find you, sir?
Man, you can't find me much of anywhere right now. You can find me laying in bed watching horror movies and trying to recover from this damned head cold.
Oh,
But you might sorry, you might catch me on Forza. You might see me playing some Control. I'm trying to play a little bit low key while I recover. Apologies. I was hoping that my voice would be back to a good spot by the time we had you guys today, but man, I feel like this thing is going on and on and on. No, Halo does not cure all, Malcolm. Sorry.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
These are the
Let's,
facts.
let's bring you back to Halo.
Malcolm,
Money, we got-
100%.
We got a mission. We gotta get Silent back to Halo. We've been doing
Nope.
this for like the past
That won't be happening.
6 months.
Won't be
Why?
happening.
Halo's amazing.
Yes, the original Halo was amazing. I agree.
Oh, Halo
we should
Infinite
get that remaster.
is amazing.
Halo Infinite is amazing.
Yeah.
But it is the best
Halo
playing
that plays.
Halo
Yes.
ever. And the multiplayer is the most fun. Come on, let's be real.
You may not be afraid of those masks. And
Oh,
I know
God.
that I've shown you this previous, but not everyone got to experience this. So I just wanted to, bring it to everyone's attention. Those masks might not be scary, but I guarantee you this one.
That's some nightmare shit right there.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
Holy
Oh.
crap. Well,
if you put that on the
Those
shirt,
glasses.
listen, if you put that on the shirt and then walk into the church, you literally light on fire.
Yeah.
We
I can
just
see that
lost
happening.
half of our subscribers.
They're out. They're out. They're gone.
Oh man! Oh man!
But yeah, so usual thing. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Xbox. Silent Cypher. That's gonna be about it for now.
All right.
And C Money, thank you guys so much for coming to tolerate our shenanigans. It was an honor to have you guys. Hopefully we'll have you again, and hopefully we can get even more wild with the humor, because that was quite a bit of fun.
Can you imagine?
That was so fun, you guys.
Can you imagine C Money, Doodle combined with Web Dave and Retry? Oh Lord!
Oh, damn.
Oh my God! That would be the end
We've
of
done
it
it.
right there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
That would be the end of it right there. That'd be Louis suicide right there.
We
Hold on,
need to have
where's
that
this-
happen, but this
who's
time
this
have
other voice?
crazy sit there.
Oh, Mr. Joanna Dark.
You hop in.
Yes.
He's.
Oh, there
Let's
we go.
go.
Listen,
Oh, hold on. Let me add you to the
already
scene.
rock with them.
Yeah, we
Hold on.
went over there.
Wait,
They're cool
Dark?
people.
Where's Dark? Oh, Dark is hopping in.
He's
or
on the
not?
side of the screen. You have to like
Oh.
move it
Yeah, I
over.
see him right
Mr.
there.
Dark. Hello, Mr. Dark.
There he
He's
is.
everywhere
There we
and
go.
nowhere at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I'm coming at the end to make sure the plane lands okay, and if not, I'm gonna loot everyone's body like him.
He's gonna land the plane.
Yeah. He's taking over. He's like, y'all motherfuckers keep talking and talking. This train ain't never gonna get to the port, man. Oh god.
Oh man.
I'm like
We keep
Steven
doing
Seagal in
side
that movie.
quests.
Yeah, yo, we keep doing the goddamn side quest. Starfield all over again, bro. We changed the show. Xbox International Starfield. I think that's the perfect ending
I'm,
to that.
I'm mainlining it. That's what I'm doing.
All right.
Are you really?
No.
Oh no, he's mainlining it now. Got it.
No,
Getting us
not-
back on track.
No. I said I'm mainlining. Getting the plane to land. No, I'm not mainlining Starfield. I'm actually taking it slow and playing too many games. I'm a grifter, so I have like 5 games at one time.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That Detective
Nice,
Pikachu. Number 1 game.
Detective Pikachu.
Yes, silent.
Including
Is it good?
Playing it.
Control.
Yeah, silent. Silent. He plays it.
This is this is game of the year.
He helped me with a clue last night. And I was like, oh wow, Jinkies.
Yeah, I found
Nice.
Chimpogomon down under the bridge, and I brought him to Master Orokai to get a level 30 Super Ball, and I beat the second.
Doodle, Silent hates the Switch. Just to let you know.
Yes, he does. That's how he came on. He hates the
You
Switch.
can't-
It's not like Pokemon. He
you
doesn't
can't
like
see.
Mario.
You can't see it, but it's propping my door closed right now. So
But
yeah, that's
I have
Damn.
I have his friend code, and
Friend.
he has 100 hours in Pokemon. Just want you to know.
That's wild.
But the other day we got into the discussion though. He said he'd rather play Pokemon than Halo. He said that.
Blasphemy.
He
I
said
don't-
that.
How can you be on the Xbox podcast?
And
It's
not, yeah,
slander
exactly.
the very foundation of Xbox.
Well, no, we got him. His name is we call him Silent Spartan. That's what he is.
see,
Silent Spartan.
the thing that's going to keep you even more is that I end up doing like voice stuff for Halo stuff, but I still don't play the game.
Anyways,
this.
should I land the
Chief.
plane now? Can I
See
land
money.
Everywhere.
Does not
If you-
approve.
if you want to be really scared, here's what I would tell you to do.
Uh-oh.
If you have a VR headset, play Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh man.
And the voices in VR you'll think you're going crazy, which is I mean it just shows a testament of how amazing the sound in the game is, everything. But it was an
Yes.
experience that I wasn't even prepared. I sort of took my headphones and put them to the side just to kind of ground me to make sure I wasn't going crazy. But amazing game in VR.
You're
Wow.
too.
I think we have it.
You're too nice, Mr. Dark. Because
I love how we
I'll be honest with you. I would have told him get the VR and watch The Nun on the VR. That's what I would have
Oh,
said.
come on, man.
everybody needs to do that.
We gotta go watch some cartoons or something upstairs.
This is
go watch
stressing him
Chainsaw Man.
out, this
Chainsaw Man.
conversation about the
Chainsaw
nun.
Man.
So he's
Yeah,
going to have to
Chainsaw Man.
watch
Chainsaw
something
Man.
light.
Chainsaw Man.
Nah.
Go watch some Berserk, man. That's the
I
best
can't
anime
watch that.
ever.
See, Money, are you afraid of Sully and Monsters Inc?
Say that again?
Are you afraid of Sully and Monsters Inc?
No, Sully's the man, bro. Listen, I'm not afraid
Of
of
Frankenstein.
anything other than demonic shit. Okay, that's it. That's it. I just
So watch Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Yeah,
I always thought that was
Evil
supposed to be a funny movie. Isn't that funny?
Dead.
Watch Evil Dead Rise.
Oh,
my
right.
God.
Oh, it gets you
Jesus.
even worse when you're not expecting it.
Damn.
Shoot.
Damn. That's
Oh.
like remember the first time you watched The Ring? That's The Ring, basically.
No, for real.
And that
my God.
crazy. Land the plane.
Now let me tell you my honest opinion.
Hellraiser. My God, Pinhead is awesome.
This is so you're gonna get
Yo.
demonetized
Yeah.
with that picture.
Yeah, he's gonna come after the channel and be like, "Let me tell you my." He's gonna make a video with his like
Oh my
demonetized.
Like,
We're gonna-
Chat said
All
Hellraiser.
all I know is we're gonna go to hell after this show. I'm telling you, we're going straight to hell.
Dude, your boss, you
My
land the
God.
plane. Your boss is gonna come hit you.
Nah, she's not here. Don't worry. She's in the campus, so I'm free.
I sent her the video so she can call you.
Oh shit! Did I say this on live? Oh,
I told you, man.
There you go.
Oh shit!
That's
But
how
anyway,
you scare crazy Louis.
that's how you scare me. Nah, I'm not scared of nothing. I mean, I'll tell you,
He's afraid of the boss.
me.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of boss, man.
as we all are.
He was missing. He was missing for like almost a
Oh.
month when he got married. We were looking for him. We put milk cartons everywhere. I
What?
called people in DR. They didn't know where he was at. You know, he was missing.
Hey. Aw.
Oh, man.
But anyways, let me land this plane. And where can you find the crazy one? But before you can find the crazy one, chat, I want to
In
say
jail.
damn it. I want to say I want to say thank you to you all. You all kept this chat rocking and rolling. And thank you all for those awesome super chats to really help the channel grow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And where can you find the crazy one? Simple and easy on Twitter at Crazy Louis Gaming, where I do good morning videos and do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can also find me on Mondays at the Xbox Lunch Break Special at 12 noonish over there at the Double Barrel YouTube channel with Mr. Boomstick, Fuzzy Belvedere, and Mr. Web Dave. And like always, hanging here on Wednesdays with my brothers Silent Cypher, Sourblow, and the Big Plume in the Xbox International Podcast, 7 p.m. ET.
And Dreamcast
and,
mask. Dreamcast mask.
and the Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast mask. Yes, so you can find us all here. And like I say, hit
Majora's
that,
Mask.
hit that like button, hit that subscribe
Yes.
button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And remember, let's go, let's rock, and nobody lay a finger on my buttery finger. Yes!
He gets a time out for that. Give him a time out for that. Next show, we tacked it on right there. Time out for that.
It's my buttery
You know what
finger,
you did,
buttery-
exactly.
What?
All right. Bye. everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Easy, everybody.
All right. The outro's playing. I'll be.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off this live stream. On behalf of Xbox International, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.